Look who's first. Hello there.
Hello, 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 hello. Hello, lovely people. Hello, my friends. Welcome back to the stream. Oh, I know I was muted. Hello, it's me. It's me, Adele. I'm in a silly mood. I'm very tired. I'm coming to the end of a very long week of cat sitting, editing, streaming, and all the things. So there's like a bit of like end of school kind of like craziness going on right now. I'm excited. Yes, happy Saturday, friendos. We're going to do a bit of Conan Exiles today, kind of a nice Conan Saturday stream. We're in the middle of a Barbaric playthrough. This is like day 4, and we're going to do some legendary hunting today with our new Berserker. So I'll tell you all about that when we get into it. Let's have a hellos first. Hope you're all keeping super well. Hello, friendos. Oh, I might sigh a lot until I get my energy because... Oh, it's been such a week. I was planning to stream yesterday, by the way, but it just never happened. And then, yes, that's it. I was very tired. So here we go. Kevin, hello. Good to see you. Kevin got first today. Well done, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Hello, Respawn. Hello, hello. How are you doing? Rex, hi. Greetings to you. Gatamalan, hello, hello. Charles, greetings. Hello, how are you doing? Police, thank you so much for the 6 months. Thank you so much for the tier 2 sub. Super, super appreciate that. Very nice of you. Thank you, thank you. Necro, hello, greetings. Thank you for the prime. Thank you so much. Welcome in. Mutton Sourdough, good evening. Good evening, sir. Hope you're doing well. Valkyris, heyo, heyo. Choo, Mother Hubbard. Thank you for the 100 bits, Mutton. Thank you very much. My goodness. The captain is monologuing indeed. Hamster, hello. Anna, Hamster, hello, hello. Necro, hi. How's it going? Good to see you in the chat. Trippo, hi, how's it going? Trippomania. Is that that thing where you're like, no, that's no, that's the number 13. Okay, I'm lost. I was like, is that one? Anyway, let's move on. Distractification. Cozy Conan modification, yes, indeed. Davina, hello, hello, how are you doing? Good to see you. The one who entered Discord with Bubbles. With Bubbles. Ah, okay. Hello, friendos. Charles and Gatamalata and Tribble. Hello, hello, friendos. Hello, Wizard. Hello. So I see you're tired. Hope you're well other than that. Yes, quite often I start my stream complaining about being tired, and then I always talk about stealing my energy from chat, because that's generally what happens. Oh, the cat, Bubbles, Darina. Yeah, I recognise your name, but I was like, Bubbles? Yes, the cat is so freaking cute. What a lovely picture. By the way, if you have a cat or a dog or really any pet and you want to put a picture in the Discord, I love a pet picture. So yes, we all do, don't we? Yes, I'll be all right. When I get started, I'll be fine. I just have to get started. I'm like a little wind-up machine or something. Maybe some modification. You know what I mean? Bit of Conan modification will get me started. Right, should we just get into it, friendos? We'll do like a little recap. Tell you what the plans are for today and all that stuff. With this kind of crazy noise in the background, which always makes you want to kind of copy it. Anyway, enough about that. Let's get into it, shall we? Welcome back to Conan Exiles. This is day 4 of our, I want to say permadeath, but it's not permadeath, barbaric difficulty playthrough. You can see that we have some friends here in the background who are going to be assisting us today in our adventures, in our travels. We're here at the Oasis. Is it the Oasis of Niket? I forget what it's called. We're by Muriela's Hope. Is this Niket? Or that's Niket, isn't it? Anyway, it's the Oasis near the den. Anyway, I forget these things. But I love this place. It's super beautiful. The sounds are gorgeous. The weather is fine. We're in the desert, but we have the luxury of having some water around us. So we never run out of drinks and stuff. You know what I mean? You get kind of warm in the desert. We have a local neighbour who's the Rhino World Boss over there, who's incredibly tough. Maybe we'll fight him for the first time today. Because the plan for today is to get some legendary weapons. And to do that, we're going to need to fight some world bosses. So I'm going to take my new friend over here, who's a Sumerian berserker, to fight a bunch of world bosses. Now, normally, if I'm fighting solo, I would take on spiders. They're my favourite thing to fight to get skeleton keys. You loot the world boss once you've defeated them, take the skeleton key, go into dungeons. Generally speaking, it's dungeons, or there's a couple of caves you can go into to loot a special chest in there, which will have a legendary weapon in it. It's very much RNG what you get in the chest. It doesn't matter which chest you loot. They're all exactly the same. It's just kind of RNG what you get. If anyone tells you differently, they are wrong. I've played this game for 8,000 hours. It's just RNG, friendos. It's not, oh, I've had a lot of luck with this particular chest. It's just RNG. So there you go. So we're going to take our new friend, the Cimmerian Berserker, who we picked up from Mounds of the Dead last time we met, whatever the hell that was. And we knocked him out with Seth's Truncheon, which we got from the Wine Cellar dungeon, which is over here somewhere. And yeah, so not only did we knock this guy out and convert him into a follower who can now follow me and fight for me because he's got a weapon. I've kitted him out in the armor that we got because we unfriended a bunch. So he's going to follow me around and fight for me. We unfriended a bunch of Cimmerians, so we actually have a lot of kind of armor here. This is like a lot lower value, 105 armor compared to say 250 for this Cimmerian steel. But it's still worth having, and it's just nice to have. And you can see we've got a bunch of star metal weapons as well. He actually, when he converts, he did have an axe. So I've switched him out from his axe to his star metal greatsword. And they don't come with armor anymore, do they? I'm pretty sure, yeah, I put this armor on him. So they don't come with steel armor. They come with like a potato sack clothing. And I looted it from the boxes. Basically, I'll show you how to place these followers when you get them, because we actually also converted a tier 3 bearer last time we met. On day 2? I think it was on day 2, actually. So here you go. You just basically put them in your hotbar and you place them like this. So this lady is a tier 3 bearer. So she has a decent amount of storage space. See, she doesn't have like an extra row like a named bearer would, but she has what you can see here. So like 4 rows basically. Super handy if you're going to go doing some harvesting. Although I kind of prefer camels, because you can see that this camel here, who we put in the taming pen, animal taming pen, has an extra row down here. I do give all. It's actually got 2 additional rows down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. Two additional rows. So he's got even more rows. Plus, he gets a huge amount of health. And if you've got somebody lugging around all your gear, the last thing you want is for them to get killed, basically. There is a feature called Down But Not Out, we might end up running into today. If our follower dies in combat, we have a 3 strikes rule. We can resurrect them, revive them. And they get basically 3 goes. They get like a bit of a debuff, and if they die 3 times, then they're dead for good. But there is now a way to revive your followers, which is kind of handy. So we might try that today if he gets killed, but we'll be trying not to get him killed. So there you go. Hopefully I'm making sense today. So in a bid to keep him alive, we're going to give him some gruel. I actually thought I was making more than that. I want to kind of fill his inventory with gruel. Which is just super healthy, nutritious. Oh, I ran out of fuel. Let me get some coal from nearby. You can see that now our 3rd rhinoceros has been tamed, and I just placed them out there. This is the Taskmaster that we picked up from a cage in Mounds of the Dead last time we met. This guy's got my tools. So let's get a bit of coal, because I keep running out of fuel and things. Because there's a bit over here. But yeah, we're going to take him to unfriend some world bosses. He's got a good weapon. We're going to give him a bunch of food so that he'll heal from that whenever he takes damage. And also, when he gains HP, he starts with like, 2,629 HP. When he gains levels, his HP will go up. And then he'll need to heal up to those levels. Heal up to the level, his new HP level, basically. So we're going to give him gruel. We're also going to have some weak aloe extract, just so we can like force him to drink that to heal up. There we go. He won't harvest for us, unfortunately. There's more coal over here. Yeah, so unfriend some world bosses, get some legendary weapons, and maybe do our first dungeon today. It's depending on how long we take kind of looting legendaries and how long my energy lasts. But yeah, we might do the Dregs dungeon today. Go on then, Berserker. He's got to be attacked. I'm going to put him on aggressive if I want him to attack immediately. but I can click E on this creature. There you go. Amazing. I love a berserker. So the berserker is my favourite first fighter follower. Mainly because even though he hits us incredibly hard, now this is barbaric difficulty, so they hit even harder than they would in the base game, in the base level, like default level or whatever. But he's a lone dude. He like spawns alone, and if he kills you, you can run in and get your stuff back, and there's only one person who's going to be in your way. You can put a bedroll down nearby. You can see how I did it. I'm going to put the edited video on YouTube later. Or at some point over the next few days, but this is where he spawns at Mounds of the Dead. He spawns there by himself. You can go and try and knock him out. Just don't get hit because you'll die. If you die, just keep going, basically. Go back, heal up, get your stuff back. You can do it naked with stone daggers and, you know, just practice fighting, basically. But if you can knock him out, he's a great first fighter because he has such a high damage modifier. He hits really, really hard. And he's just a great follower, basically. Plus, in the meantime, while you're up there, you can also unfriend some berserkers. Oh, shit, I don't want to trigger that guy. Unfriend some berserkers and take their armor so you can kit him out. You can get star metal weapons up there. It's a great, honestly, I like to do it all the time. Now, if you find that too intimidating, you can definitely kind of like progressively work your way up. You can just, you can use purple lotus orbs from places like Sepamaru. You can loot purple lotus orbs from the chests on the rooftops in the city of Sepamaru. That's a great thing to do. Just pick up a fighter of any kind and equip them with some heavy armor, give them a truncheon, and they can help you knock people out, that kind of thing. All right. Now we've got a bit of coal. We can cook some gruel. Here we go. Beautiful. Now, I have crafting speed on default. I might change that. I am kind of enjoying, because normally I have crafting speed on like super, super fast. This time around, I'm not doing that because I'm trying to just play through the whole game just on a harder difficulty. But what it does is if you have it on a normal difficulty, on a normal speed, you have to be like, right, what should I do while I'm waiting for this? And it feels kind of nostalgic for me to play the way the game, you know, used to be or for me before I started speeding up crafting speeds. So there you go. I have sped up nighttime. Just because I'm making content, I just want you to be able to see what's going on. I want kind of like a dark screen.
Calendrose 1979 just bought you Aster Fidget Anxiety.
Thank you for that. Calendrose, that's very nice of you. Thank you, lovely. That's some ADHD fidget toys. Thank you for that. Very nice of you. Hello, David. Can't stay. Just saying hi to everyone helping the Angos when I have to go. Thank you, lovely. I appreciate that. Hello, people joining us. Hello, Tinchy. Hello. Did I miss Jester? Hello, Jester. Clear as mud. Are you talking about what you were talking about? I love the unfriending. Yes, unfriending. Very important. Okay, super. Yes. So, gruel cooking for him. Shall I speed up crafting speed? Maybe. So this lady, we probably will take her around like at some point. We could put her on a bench just so she looks like she's busy. She won't actually give any buffs to these things. She's not a crafter, but you can kind of assign her to things. You can change her clothes and whatnot. You can actually ask her. You can ask her to dance, but you won't get a buff from it. So I can hold down E and I can click emote, choose emote, and then I can choose a dance. As long as I've learnt the dance, then as long as I have the dance, go on, do the chicken dance. There you go. You can give her a dance to do. I think this one will stop. I don't think, does she do it on a call? Yeah, no, she'll keep doing it. Okay, so now, now she's just going to constantly be doing the chicken. It feels humiliating. I'm sorry, I don't mean to humiliate you. So clear the emote. Let's put her back somewhere. I feel like I'm being mean to her. Let's put her downstairs with a bit more space. And let's give her an emote that's a bit nicer. You could also, so you could tell her to dance. The only dances I've got so far are ones I have from Bazaar things. So I can give her this kata. Did I click? Yeah, there you go. So she'll now do a bit of a slow kata. You can do a fast kata if you want. This lady currently seems to just be standing up and sitting down. But whenever we use a Wheel of Pain or a Gibbet, which is exactly like a Wheel of Pain, by the way, it's a thrall conversion tool, you can see that even though Riza isn't next to it, she is giving it a buff because of Living Settlements, which is an update in Age of Heroes, right? Okay, perfect. So let's try not to piffle-paffle too much and let's get out of here. Now, I'm not even going to dismantle the Iron Broadsword. Let's get out of here, go get some legendary weapons and kit this guy out properly. Now, I'm not going to worry about trying to buff his chances of leveling up in each of these different things. This guy has a 70% chance to gain points in strength whenever he levels up. He will level up by us doing things and gaining XP whilst he's following us. So every time we unfriend somebody, he will gain XP. So taking him around, getting him more, leveling him up is going to be really good for his health and his damage. Basically, he'll also gain some armor and things like that, some grit. So you can see he's got 70% chance to grow in strength, 50% chance to grow in agility. This is good. We don't want this because this is agility damage. 55% chance to grow in vitality. Not great. We would like him to get loads of HP. And then this grit will add to his armor bonus. You can see down here. I don't really care. I just want him to hit hard, frankly, because I'm going to always spec so that I do a lot of damage. So I will help him out if he gets into trouble and I will kill stuff, basically. Plus, we have the 3 strikes rule with down but not out. So if he does fall, we can pick it back up again. All right. So I can buff his damage, however. Now, that's what I really want to do. So I'm going to buff him currently at this stage of the game with this with a food buff. This is just cooked pork, which is just pork rinds, just pork harvested from a boar with a cleaver, put into any fire, and it'll give you this cooked pork rinds, and this will give you a 25% strength damage buff. Now you can triple buff your followers. So if you were at the point where you've made alchemy benches and stuff, I haven't bothered to do that yet. If you've got that alchemy benches, you can make elixirs of might, black lotus potions, stuff like that. That will buff his strength with a potion. So you can give him a potion buff, and then you can give him 2 food buffs. You can give him this cooked pork, and you can also give him salted pork, which we don't have any yet. Okay, so he's got his pork rinds. Now he's going to use the gruel as a food healing item. There you go. This is what I wanted. And I'm just going to fill his inventory with this because he's going to chew through this. This will, however, give him a small increased chance of leveling in strength. You can see that here. Okay. He's going to use this star metal tool till we get good legendary weapons. And additionally, if I really need to help him out, I can put a aloe potion. Ideally, the better aloe, the higher level the potion, the better. This is a good quality one we looted from Mounds of the Dead. I can right click on it, and he will drink that. He'll have an animation. If you use Better Thralls, which is a mod, which is one of my favourite mods to use, you can turn on healing so that if you put potions in his inventory, he will drink the potion independently of you having to go over and click on it. It's a really nice quality of life change. I would love to see implemented in the game. And if you want to know how I like to set this up, I haven't done this yet. I'm going to set the lower threshold. Lower threshold. Once it drops, right, so once his health drops below 90%, he will drink a health potion until he's at 100% HP. And I'm going to lower the cooldown as much as possible to 5 seconds. So on a 5-second cooldown, whenever he's taken some damage and his health is below 90%, he will drink potions until he's 100%. Now, he can be interrupted whilst drinking those and things like that, but it is a really good way of stopping your thrall from falling in a fight. Even though you can still revive them, it's just nice. So there you go. So I'm going to leave those in his inventory because why not? We'll let him heal up on his own. So we've got some gruel for him. I've got my tools and everything. I'm all like kitted out. We can just go. I'm going to buff myself with one of these Frost Lotus potions because these give a variable effect. It's like a gacha. You don't know what you're going to get. What do we get? Agility weapon damage. That is not helpful to me right now. Let's drink again. It's replaced it with agility weapon damage. Now we've got stamina. Yeah, I'll take stamina. Now, I'm probably going to take a bit... Oh, shit. I was like, I need to remember to eat, to drink a potion, and I left it too late. Perfect. You will die if you poison yourself too much. Better thrills, that's it, yes. Oh no, I'm in the wrong place. Shitting hell. Do I not have a bed?
Another dead one, dead, deadified, 2 more dead,
Wait.
dead from the neck up, dead from the neck down. But that's life.
Can I remove... Do I not have... I don't have a bed. Do we go from the desert? Oh, we'll just go from here. We'll just go from here, it's fine. We're just going to have to run. It serves me right for not paying attention. Do I want anything? Do we go from the desert up to here? Is it quicker? It's like equal distance, isn't it? Let's just go for a run. I'm going to cut this out of the video later if you're watching this right now. I could just admin teleport myself, but I'm just not going to do that. We're just going to run because I deserve this. Excellent, excellent. Swear jar. I've never sworn in my life, Bar Chris. What is this? I was resting on the couch when I heard the disco. Hello, Kel. Hello. Kel, thank you so much for the fidget toys. Do you know why I put those on my wish list? Because I got, so I bought these like little, fidget things for when I'm trying to focus, if I'm like editing and stuff, and it's so hard for me to focus, especially if I'm tired. And I get these like little fidget things, and you just kind of like pinch it and it just kind of stims you. Like, it's an ADHD thing. I got some and really liked them, and then I got an email from Amazon saying that there was a product recall because there were toxic chemicals in them. So I was like, oh shit. So I immediately went on to see if I could find a replacement, which is why I put those there. Let's make some wraps. I don't think we need anything else. I'm not even going to put clothing on. We just don't even need it. We're just going to run. This is the run of shame because I buffed myself. I'm gonna now. The kicker is I've lost the buff as well. There you go. Oh, friendos. She flies, a witch, cheetah. Yes. Fabulous start. I know. Oh, well. I mean, I'm just going to have a relaxing run across the map now. Do you know what I'm saying? Mounds is faster, yeah. Now that it's useful when drinking potion, I don't know why it's not a feature. Yeah, the Battle Thralls. Yeah, I just love it so much. Oh, horsey. Can I pick you up? I can pick you up. Can I pick up another one? I think I can, peeps. All right, so we're going to take... Now, this was entirely intentional. Knowing... let's craft this story well. Knowing that we would respawn at Mounds, I decided it would be a great idea to take off my bracelet, because that's what happened, as a demonstration, so that then we could just pick up a couple of horses without any encumbrance issues. Why didn't you take your camel, Anna? I don't know. Here's another one. We could pick these up, we could take them home, and then we can have some horses, and then we can see the difference. Look at that, I still got 46% encumbrance. You see, every failure is an opportunity. Let's take a third one. Take a third one. Oh, they're so cute, aren't they? Just click E. If you want to pick up an animal, just click E. Some of them you can buy from vendors. We could probably take one more, but this is where I am on the map, by the way. Let me just mark this, because somebody will ask me. So horses spawn in multiple different places on the map. My favourite place to get them usually is here. If I wanted to go and get a horse from like where we live, I would go up to this location here, which is like 9... what? G9 or whatever. There you go. Excellent. It's the opportunity. Oh, there's another one over there. Let's take 4 horses with us. You see, exactly as planned. Now I have like 4 horses, which is wonderful. It is definitely a good idea to have a spare mount. So if you happen to die... Where'd he go? Hello, sir? Little horse friendo? Yeah, do you know, it's amazing how quickly we died from those potions, because I was expecting for us to... There it is. I was expecting for us to get the debuff, and then for it to kind of gradually kill us, but maybe it's because we have very little HP. There you go. I've got 4 horses. See, it's working out. Oh, the happy dive. Never saw them there. Oh, the horses, yeah. Thought that were a strange wish. I was going to suggest a cookie cookbook for a place. We're like, yeah, no, I don't know if there's any like ADHD people or autistic people. That's the same kind of like thing stimming. It's just like having something that like pinches your finger. It kind of like focuses your mind. I know that sounds really strange if you're neurotypical, but it helps me anyway. Focus is like an issue. There you go. We can have a sip of coffee. Speaking of stims. So there you go. I'm not autistic though, just ADHD. So we'll run back with the horses. We can convert those in our stables. And they are faster. I think they're about the same speed as a camel, right? But they're definitely more agile. So if you want to kind of navigate around things, you can do. They will jump over kind of low rocks and stuff like that, which is nice. Because camels just won't jump at all. They'll just stop in front of some kind of barrier or something. Yes, it's just like a run of shame. Yeah, so I did think that those potions would give us like a debuff, but it would be a bit slower than that. So there you go, lesson learned, pay attention. It's my favourite place to collect horses on that ridgeland. About that for a minute. Ah, bless you. Depends on the type. Oh, the foals are all the same. Oh, you mean the swift and the that's true. Yes, that is true. There are faster ones, definitely. That's true. Swift foals, yeah. That's true. What was I confusing there? I don't know. So we are going to run back to our oasis. Just discover some stuff. We just, get some XP from, do we actually... No, I don't think we get discovery XP in this variation of the game. So yeah, in Barbaric difficulty, we've got to kill stuff, craft and harvest. To gain XP. We don't get it from just existing. What about this direction here? This looks good to me. Bum, ba-da-da-dum, bum, bum. Do, 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 do. And the biggest problem if you're going to be running across the map is going to be food and water. If you're going to like go on like a run to your body, something like gruel is a good idea. If you just have like a stack of gruel, because you can just eat that and it'll fill your food and your water, which is wonderful. Don't really want to go that way. So I have put nighttime speed on super quick. So you see the moon now will be flying through the air. Just because I just think it's better for my content. If I want to show you something and it's pitch black and I'm like trying to wait for it to become daylight, it's just annoying. And by the same token, I think I'm probably going to put crafting speed on super fast. I don't know, people. The only reason not to put crafting speed on super fast for me is, one, obviously you get the kind of the feeling of reward when you feel like you've worked harder for something. I suppose you got to wait a minute. But the main reason I like it is because I can set like 20 weak aloe potions to craft in my inventory before I go into a fight. And on my 7 and 8 slot, I'll have those, I'll have them placed. This is a great place for a base, by the way. This was on my base locations video on YouTube. Deserter's Gutter. I love this little spot. You have like a vault to yourself, basically. Yeah, so I like to start like 20 weak aloes crafting before I go into like a big fight, because then they'll kind of repopulate my healing slots on 7 and 8 as I'm fighting and as I'm drinking them. So that, I really like that. But other than that, I think all it'll do is really slow us down. So it did feel nice at the very beginning of the game to have to feel like, right, what should we do while we're waiting for this? But I think it might just be a bit of an interruption that we don't need. Excellent, poisoned, wonderful. Love that for me. Home soon, people. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, it's a good idea to, when you build a house, to put down a bed so that you can place bedrolls, and then you don't have to worry about where the hell you last placed a bedroll. So, it's a good lesson to do this, really. We did have, I don't know, did we have a bed? No, we just had a bedroll at home, and I forgot to place a bed. Which is very unlike me. Rufflecopter. Now, this is the den. We don't want to go into the den right now while we're in the buff. I'm going to eat a bug because then I get some extra regen. I think we are going to run through the den. Doo-doo-doo. Now, this is barbaric difficulty, so everybody's going to hit harder. Arrows are going to hurt a lot more. If I get crippled and slowed down, that's going to be a pain. What is my best route here? I'm just going to, like, run and hope for the best. Probably what I should have done is craft myself a bedroll and then progressively place one. That's a good idea, because imagine we die now and we end up having to go all the way back to Mounds of the Dead. I think I'll probably just stop the stream at that point. Hi! Good pet place to look for a bearer there. There's a dance emote on our left over here, which I will be wanting to learn. And you learn it basically by standing and looking and just watching that emote. Watch the ghost performance. Hey, hi there. Also a cage over there with a bartender in it. Always a barkeeper. Always a barkeeper. Hi. Don't be confused by the lamplighters. If you see somebody that says lamplighter, that is just somebody from the Better Thralls mod. And they will take the place of a cook. Just like there's a chance for them to spawn in. And basically you can program them so that they will turn off your lights in the daytime and turn them back on at nighttime and stuff like that. Quite a handy thing. I never used them. Just seeing what's in the shop today. Oh, baby rhino. I would pick you up, but I think I might become over encumbered because I got 4 horses in my inventory. Excellent. Well, I like that we've made the most of our, you know, opportunity. Unfortunate as it may have been. Okay. Doo-doo-doo. Why you don't have any weapons, armor, or a mount as you're dashing around the Exiled Lands like a streaker? Guess. Guess, Shadow. I'll let you guess. Why would I be running through the Exiled Lands without any armor or weapons, without a mount? Guess. What are the reasons why somebody does this run? You know, you've played it before. When's the last time you ran naked across the map? It doesn't need any. I did do all the dungeons without any armor. Professional gamer. Because I was showing the Frostloser's potion. Just got back, so yeah, we died. Yeah, it's just because you're an exhibitionist. Listen, you lot, shut up. You're all naughty people. You know why? Yeah, I was drinking the Frostloser's potion, which has a variable buff, and trying to get a buff that I wanted. Hello, Ken. Hello, my dear. I'm so glad your keys worked. Hope you're doing well. Hello, Scott. Just joined and you have no armor. Did you die? Yes, I did, Scott. Look at this road back. Has become a teachable moment versus an ocean. Yeah, of course it has. Yeah. Died at your base. Listen, Scott, I'm a professional gamer, okay? Everything I do is intentional, right? If I die in my base, I planned it, okay? Striver, yes, I died. Next to my house. And I couldn't hold a... That's it, actually. I'm too much of a lightweight, and so I died. That's it. Cleared this 10 times straight. Yes. So basically, I was drinking the Frost Lotus potion multiple times. Here, first things first, before I even chitter-chatter at all, let's place a bed, shall we? And anyway, you get drunk if you drink Frost Lotus potion too many times, any kind of alcoholic potion, and you will get a debuff. And if you just kind of keep chugging these different things, you need to heal between chugs. That's the note, okay? And I was like, oh, I'll be fine. It's no problem. Where did I put my hammer? Here's my hammer. Let me just pop these foals in the carpenter's bench for now. They'll be fine. Let me place a bed before I do anything else. Yes, and I didn't have a bed here. Okay, is everybody happy now? Is everybody satisfied? What do I need? I've got hide, if it's hide. Hide and wood. Okay, so I can also yes. Do I not have any other beds available to me? Because I've got the DLCs. Bed. Why can't I make... Oh, I've got to craft them. Do you know what? When you build in creative mode most of the time, you completely forget that you actually have to craft stuff in an artisan bench. So shall we make a nicer bed, people? In our artisan bench. Bed. So if I go all, then we can search bed. Then which one shall we use? Maybe the Watcher's bed? I still need to get a bit of wood. I've got hide on one of my camels. Wood. The other thing I'd like to get today is a better quality hatchet and ideally a better pick. Let me just put a repair on this steel pick. So let's take a friendo to carry stuff and let's get a bit of wood. Doesn't have anything with him. Let me just pop this in here. I'm taking Bob because Bob's got a bigger inventory space and I can just click E without really thinking about it. Without worrying about accidentally getting on him, mounting the camel. Gotta watch out for that guy because he likes to patrol around here. Excellent. So everything's going as planned today, right, people? Perfectly. Yes. Where were you not getting that fancy bed? We're gonna get some wood so we can make it. At least dying is free hides when you harvest your body. All for content. He had to run that far. Anna's such a noob. Stop it. Right, everybody, hold on a second. Everybody in chat, to the corner. Everybody to the corner. No cookies. That's it. To the corner. I don't care if you made a bad joke or not. Everybody to the corner. Indiscriminately. Thank you. I will have order, people. How many deaths were planned for today? So I prefer not to announce how many times I plan to die in a stream, please, just to keep it more interesting. You know, if it crops up, I'll let you know afterwards so that, you know, it remains a surprise. I'm innocent. I don't care, Jester. You have to go as well. Everybody in chat to the corner. Putting everyone in the corner just makes it the party corner. Shall we, oh, we don't have my berserker with me. Now this guy broke into our house the other day. Where's my berserker? Let me just clear this, helpful resource brackets evidence. We definitely don't want to die. Yeah, he's going to continue to come over. Right, let me get my camel in the house. He will just teleport to me. Stop fighting my friendo. Did I close the door? All right, it's time, people. It's time we teach this snake a lesson. Is he in my house? Get him, Zerka. Get him. Attack. Murderfy. Yeah, that's right. Get him. Unfriend. Oh, yeah. There you go. Good, Zerka. Oh, there's my poor camel. Bob is like, can I help you? Okay, so what should we harvest this fellow with? I'm just going to use my axe for now. We'll get demon blood from him. Serpent venom glands. You want to make poison buffs for your weapons. All right, everybody in the house. Everybody. I'm a professional gamer, people. I need to remember that. Come on, Zerka. Excellent. I locked the doors, by the way, so that thralls couldn't go out. All right, everything is going perfectly well. Now, I do want to make a bed. So can we do a fancy bed? Do you want us to... Should we do this one, people? Let's do that one. Beautiful. Big thick snake is attacking Anna's ocean house. It's not normal. Doombringer the Canal. I can't take any credit for Doombringer's name. It's a wonderful name though, isn't it? Next to your base with no bed, I know. Stop it, dumb in rail. Too bad this Alice Sipta won't get a story plot since the dev stopped adding in updates to this game. They shifted towards Dune survival. Hopefully we get more updates in the future. They haven't said we're not getting updates, so I'm hopeful, friendos. Lines in the corner is just told, ignoring Anna's reply to not have cookies since I can make my own by magic summoning means. Do you know what? I hate these arguments. Always remind me. It's like when me and Neff arguing about whether are the cookies in the corner. It's like the two kids saying, my secret special magic attack beats your secret special magic attack. It's like, damn it. Oh, dear. I think June is like, is it 40% off at the moment? No? Am I lying? I think June is like on sale at the moment. Is it in the sale? Yeah, 40% off at the moment. 25 quid down from 41.99. Not sponsored. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Hello, Nika. Hello. Rules if they are kept behind locked doors. There's another word for it. Oh my.
Scott_Cunny tipped £50.
Scott!
For the death at your base. Great content.
Thank you for the £50 tip, Scott. That's very kind of you. Thank you. So you still have to stay in the corner, by the way. You can't buy your way out the corner, okay? We'll have other people. It's in discount. Yeah, it's on discount, yeah. I mean, if you've never played it and you're interested, it's not a bad time to do it, is it? Hello, Loton. Hello. Bob has more space because he's the builder. Oh, dear me. Gonna have to rewind and see the death, yeah. I might have to make a clip out of it. Right, let's get the bed down before we do anything else, because anything kind of will happen. All right. We've got a lot of space downstairs. Now, this is a ugly base, right? This is just an ugly starter house. But for me, all I want is somewhere secure to put my benches on the roof so I can see the lovely view. A bunch of space, and that's it. We're going to be building an Argosian kind of bathhouse out there at some point. I might do it on stream. I might not do it on stream. I'm going to see how I feel. I'll probably, like, map it out off stream. We should probably put the bed under the stairs or something, shouldn't we? Can I move this chair? Because I feel like she's just confused. She doesn't really have anything to do right now. You can be a guard. I can clip her into these ghost positions. Let's do it here. I was about to double tap spacebar because spacebar puts you into fly mode if you're in creative. And there you go. We now have a spawn point at the house. Does everybody notice this? Spawn point at the house. Totally had this the whole time. Absolutely had this the whole time. So now I can put down bedrolls around the map and I don't have to worry. And then I'll have a choice between where to respawn. Excellent. Perfect. So, before we were so rudely interrupted, we were about to go and set off and get some legendary weapons from world bosses. What kind of a day are we having here, people? Okay, so let's top up his gruel. He should still be buffed. Yeah, he will help himself to the cookbook grinds if he doesn't have buff still. So Doombringer is going to be my carry friendo of choice. What did I take out of here, I wonder? Okay, definitely want Seth's Truncheon. So we did kill a sorcerer on the last stream. I opened the little purple box that he gave us. That gave us an iron truncheon, which is a fantastic way to get your first knockout tool if you don't want to go and try your luck with Seth, who one-shot us, by the way, last time around. Oh, on day 2, which is up on YouTube. Yes, and also gave us some rawhide bindings, which we can craft once we get to... what level do we have to be for that? So survival... this stage, level 30, we can craft rawhide bindings. So I can repair these only with repair kits, not myself, basically. So if we unfriend some more sorcerers, we can get more of these. There you go. And then later on we can make leather bindings, and if we have a torturer's work table, and we get a Reese the Brutal, she'll be able to craft us a steel truncheon and steel bindings. Okay, beautiful. Let's go. So I'm going to take... Right, let me think about this. So I do want an axe. Let's take the one... This is the one that the bearer spawned with, so it's new. What else do I want? Let me think about this. We're probably going to go do the Dregs dungeon, so I probably don't need to take any bone with me, because we can just harvest that from the Komodos in the dungeon itself. Can you tell I'm like sleep deprived, people? It's been such a busy week. I feel like a zookeeper this week, honestly. Not because of you guys, just because of cat sitting. In case you're like, did she just call us zoo animals? I think she did. Oh, she definitely did. Let's put a poll in the stables and convert our first horse. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. Do 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 do. There we go. First horse is taming up. Now we don't know what colour it's. Is it going to be that colour? I guess it is going to be that colour. It's been so long since I always use camels now. Do we know the colour? Yes. No? You don't know the colour. Okay. Congratulations on spawn point at the house. Thank you for that, Losum. It was there the whole time. You tired and you didn't notice it. No bases are regularly except those massive ones. Currently playing Dune, so I wouldn't, because the PvP focused game, like the Chapter 3 update notes so much. Felt it shifted enough into solo PvE friendly experience. I had to try it, so far I'm having fun. I will probably revisit Dune at some point. Did Anna just use Carty's voice for all of the chat? Definitely not. Definitely not. Okay. Right, let's get out of here, people, and let's go and unfriend some bosses and let me regain my confidence. So he's like buffed, he's got his weapon. I'm using the axe and some just stone daggers for if I want to unfriend bosses until I get some replacement. Oh no, I tell you what I did. I actually crafted some iron daggers. Let me put Bob upstairs as my carry friendo. Just out of the way. Take my hide as well. That's what was in Doom's inventory. Up here. Doom is just carrying all my tools currently. Oh god. Instantly forgot what I came up here for. What did I come up here for, people? Oh yeah, iron daggers. There you go. Alright, yes, I made 2 pairs of iron daggers so that when I unfriend spider bosses and things like that, I'm not using stone daggers anymore. And then we will probably get some legendary daggers today. Okay, let's drop these on the ground. These are going to give us a bit more damage and we'll have a bit more durability, which is going to be nice. Loads more durability. Excellent. I'm going to get the hell out of here now. Let's go. Right, let's get Doombringer following us. We've got the Berserker. Let me put him on aggressive. And chase. Don't want him to chase very far. I want him to follow me closely. And we'll just keep him like this for now, I think. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. So, maybe, given that we're right next to our base, shall we try and fight the Rhino boss first? I think we will. So we're going to try and get as many as good a legendary weapon as possible today. And we're just going to keep unfriending bosses. And then at some point... I would like to potentially go do the Dregs dungeon, as long as I have the energy and I don't fall flat on my face. There you go. I also have my perfected hardened steel hammer. I love using hammers, particularly on world bosses, especially really because they're very heavily armoured. If it's an undead boss, then they're not vulnerable to bleed or poison, then using a hammer to add sunder is really good. Okay, I don't have any buffs now. I'm going to drink a Frost Lotus potion. See, I'm already taking damage from it. Interesting. Okay. So we're going to try to avoid the pointy section. And I'm going to try to sunder. Oh, I got strength weapon damage in the end. You see, it was worth dying for, wasn't it, people? And Bunny's like running away. So we could also add some bleed to this guy because he is susceptible. And we just got to try and kill him before he kills our friendo. We're gonna have to heal him after this. He's definitely gonna gain at least 1 level after this. He might die. So I could tell him to flee if I wanted to. So he gets out of dodge. And we could try to take aggro. This guy does a charged attack, which is scary. I just want the Berserker potentially to heal up a bit more. Try not to run out of stamina. Okay. That will like stack a bunch of bleed on you. These guys are actually in the way. I'm just going to pivot and you just have to stay by the tush. Save your stamina in case you need to dodge. You can see he's reaching a level of frustration now. He's like, would you stand in front of my spiky bit? I need to poke you. Or I feel like I don't know. Am I not a rhino? Okay. So we could get the berserker back in on the action now. Now that I'm reasonably confident that we can get him out of there if we need to. That flee command is really handy. I got mine bound to caps lock because it's just an easy button to press while I'm fighting. So you got to be aware that if they have like a bleed stack on your follower or like a poison stack, then that is such a great way to lose a thrall. Okay, let's get him to flee. This bleed is probably going to do enough now. The bleed is so powerful. Look at that tick damage. There you go. So he's got to level 3 from this. There you go. Beautiful. Wasn't worried at all. So now we can harvest this guy. So I'm going to use a skinning knife because I want his thick hide and his rhino hide for making armor. And we're going to use the hardened steel skinning knife we got from Mounds of the Dead. See, my durability on my daggers has gone down so much. We're also going to loot those items. So what we want is a skeleton key. You can cook the exotic flesh to make the haunch. So we have here. Keep the rhino hide for medium armors. If you want to make medium armors, you need this. Otherwise, you can strip it and make it into thick hide. And then use that for making heavy armors. So he's drunk his heals. So because of better thralls, he'll help himself now. Isn't that nice? He'll go through a lot of those potions. So you kind of want to put the best quality on him. If you didn't have better thralls running, you'd need to right click on the potion in his inventory. So between battles, you want to kind of, you know, do that. I don't know if he'll actually... I don't think he'll use a ref wrap unless I right click on it, but I think he will use it. Yeah, if I right click on it. Now obviously they don't heal very much. The animation lasts a long time though. Looks like he's doing a special kind of dance. Okay, alternatively, just give him all the good stuff. There you go. He will do that like mid-combat, so it's kind of handy. Right, let's have a drink. I'm probably going to repair my daggers in my blacksmith bench before we go, because they won't take durability loss if I repair them like that. This here, ancient rhino horn, save that. Put it somewhere safe, because you will need it for a quest later on in the game if you decide you want a companion, and that's what I'll say for it. There we go. Right, let's repair our daggers and go and take on our next world boss. She's sleeping in my bed. Cheeky monkey. We'll deposit our... Oh, Jesus. Okay, I didn't mean to give all... It's really one of those days, people. Opens gin bottle. I'm not a drinker, actually, but... Maybe today, you never know. Okay, I don't need this. Anything else? I think we're good. Right, let's repair our daggers. So if I try using Unlock Plus, if I tell it I want to craft some daggers. No, they're not. They're called poniards. These guys here. If I tell it I want to craft like 2 of those, then I can take the materials and I can repair. Can I not repair them in my inventory? Guess not. Squirrel. There it is. Okay. Maybe I clicked on the one that was already full durability. Alright, perfect. We also have this hardened steel greatsword. Let's compare the damage the damage here. 5161 damage from the star metal, and the hardened steel is 4756. Yeah, we're going to keep the star metal. Keep this for later. just dump some random crap in here. So now we've got a first skeleton key. To use this skeleton key, we're going to have to go into dungeons to loot chests, or there is some caves. I'm going to show you where we're going to get those. Do-do-do, do-do-do. Right, let's get the hell out of here. So, which world bosses shall we target first? I'd quite like to move down to the spider. Down here, just to show which kind of boss I would usually fight solo. And we'll probably do it solo because, at least the first time, because first of all, I don't want my follower to get poisoned. And second of all, I just like to show that it's possible to do it solo and how to do it, basically. So yeah, we're going to go down to Skittering Cavern, I guess. We could fight the Scorpion boss on our way. Scorpion boss is a bad idea because they just do so much poison on your follower. What am I doing for aloe? Let's get some aloe crafting. Will it let me craft it while I'm here? Yeah. All right. He doesn't get his own camel because he's a recruit. He's a new recruit. Avoid the pointy end, absolutely, Fletcher. At level 8 Berserker, get wrecked. Oh, by the rhino, yeah, he is very tough. Hello, Min. Hello, people joining us. How can I join? You can join our server. I'm playing single player here, but you can join our server, which is on our... I should tell you, we have a Conan Exiles, an Exiled Land server and a Sipta server. You can join either of those for free. There's no kind of paywall. Just join the Discord, go to the Conan channel, you'll find joining instructions. God, you can tell I'm tired today, people. There you go. But yeah, everyone's welcome. It's modded with just quality of life mods, just the same as my game. There you go. That was the plan all along. Left of your base is the gator boss. Yeah, there is a gator boss. I don't like the gator bosses, although we do have a follower this time. Is that camel called Hump 3? Hump 3, that's a good name. This one is Doombringer. Doombringer is like the standard name now. You're struggling to get your PC out of a box. Are you? I love them to introduce mounts for thralls. Yeah, is there a mod for mounts for thralls, friendos? So yeah, we could do this gator. We've got what is it called? Rock Branch over here. We've got the snake boss in the Unnamed City, but I'm not going to do that because he's a what is the word I'm looking for? Poison stacker. I think we're just going to go around here and go down to Skittering Cavern. And then we'll do like both spiders. Maybe we'll do the crocs like around here. Yes. And then I just kind of... So what I'd like to do is build up a few keys so that we can loot the dregs chests. Yep, but it's nice to get your first legendary from Skittering Cavern because you can loot a chest in there after you've defeated the spider boss. And that's really my favourite kind of path. Charge! Oh, so sorry about that. I didn't mean to do that at all. Oh, can I get this one as well? I'm going to run out of stamina before I get there. Can I get him? Charge! I missed him. Hold on, I'm just not going to sleep tonight if I can't unfriend you. Hold on a second. Come on, Doombringer. It's just so appropriate being in a camel here. Right, okay. Stop stealing my fun, Berserker. Alright, he's always stealing my fun. It's just annoying. Yeah. Just not a team player. Okay. So I guess what we could do the demon spider as well. The only thing about the demon spider is we'll get corrupted from that. I just hate corruption. We'd have to go via Seppa Maru to like cleanse our corruption at some point. Or we could unfriend the mini bosses in the Unnamed City. At this stage, to be fair, we could probably take on several of the bosses in the Unnamed City. We obviously are very low level, like level 26. But we do have a Berserker. We're wearing full Cimmerian steel, both of us. I think probably once we've got legendary weapons and we've done the dregs, that's maybe when we'll do the Unnamed City. So... onwards, friendos. Shall we see if the crystal golem is around here, or crystal rock nose, whatever he is? Da-da. Hello, sir. There's a gentleman here you can speak to if you want to.
Good day, noble adventurer. I am Gilzan, treasure hunter,
Bye.
and man of fortune. If you are planning to
So
wander
is
the
he...
avenues of this
I think
cursed
the
city,
crystal golem is like...
perhaps I
crystal
offer some
rock nose
advice.
is like round here. Isn't he? But like, do you know what? Last time we couldn't get him to spawn in. I think I'm just not running across the right spot. Oh well, we'll come back later. For him. By the way, I've put the medium encumbrance helmet on my berserker because if I need a bit of emergency encumbrance, I could just swap helmets with him. There you go. That's the plan for that. But generally speaking, I really like to carry a bearer pack and put an armor reduction kit on it so it's lighter. Charge! Oh, so sorry. Oh no! Oh, I definitely won't go for this little one. Oh, damn it, I missed it. God. Oh well. Okay, let's keep going. Bum 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 ba da da bum 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 ba da bum 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 bum. Is this the bit with the path? I love that he just yells obscenities at creatures. Tells them he's gonna, you know, his crew is better than their crew. It's kind of hilarious. Alright. Beautiful. So one of the spiders is over there, isn't it? I'm gonna go... This is the way to Skittering Cavern. Yes. Onwards! Now we can get loads of aloe along here, so I think I'm gonna, while my berserker unfriends some crocodiles for some XP. You can harvest berries here. Aye. Great joy. Modification. Hello, Nasco. Right. Bit of aloe as we run through here. Close to Gilzan, just behind him. What's the point of notifying me if you don't notify me? Hello, lovely. You didn't get notified what when I went live. Joe, I have, so I've gotten in the habit now of, if it's a channel that I subscribe to, I turn on notifications for like for channels, but I just kind of, I don't really see anything that, unless YouTube particularly wants me to see it, unless I click on like the subscriber tab, like, you know, so I can see all my subscriptions. YouTube really just like makes its own mind up about what to send to you based on what it thinks you're going to watch and stay on the platform, because of it's and we could go in this cave. I think we should do, I think we're going to do like all the caves, all the dungeons and stuff like that, so we may as well visit these guys. Hi! Greetings and salutations. Like, we're level 26. I mean, these are guys, obviously they have 31 HP. But we're pretty tough now for level 26. One of the things I actually really like about this playthrough is that we don't get passive XP from just existing in the world. We have to kill things, harvest things, craft things. And I kind of like that. And I'm kind of tempted to change my settings for my usual playthroughs. I mean, no promises, but it is tempting to change the settings for my normal playthroughs so that I don't get passive XP. Because I always feel like I level faster than I want to. I enjoy the early stages, you know. Well, we can profit from this situation here. What are we getting? 12 from each. Let's grab a bit of hide. Every build and everything have for a long time, it seems to make sense. It makes a difference. Yeah, I don't know, people. So usually on Blue Sky, I put, but maybe about 10-15 minutes before I go live. Sometimes it's a bit sooner than that. I usually post going live soon. I used to post like live tweets and stuff like that, but I don't really bother anymore. Now I just do going to be live in a few minutes. But I also usually say in the Discord live soon as well. And then there is a notification in the Discord which you can mute if you want it, but when I go live. So that's probably the easiest way if you want notifications for that kind of thing. We could harvest this crystal if we want to. If we unfriend enough bearers, we'll end up with enough crystal. But we can use a pick to harvest these. They did change it at one point. But they fixed it, didn't they? Because they made it so that you couldn't harvest crystal with a pick, which was ridiculous. Then they kind of resolved it because there was enough outcry about it. Do 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 do. Dun dun dun. Do 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 do. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It's a lovely day in the Exiled Lands by the river. Get a bit more aloe, because we can never have enough. It's a good idea for us to keep a bit at home, but we do have some aloe growing like near where we live. And I just like to carry a lot of this stuff because I like to kind of craft aloe as I go along, like go around. So we're going to put that in there. This guy's going to carry all my stuff. Don't care about feral flesh. I don't really care about uncooked stuff there. Bada bing, bada boom. You can have the gruel. Just keep him topped up. I'm probably going to just keep a stack of heals on him. And then when one of his stacks of gruel runs out, we'll just replace it. Okay, so let's go fight the spider boss in Skittering Cavern. It's my favourite first boss to fight. Usually I like to go into the sorcery cave, get my steel tools, and usually we'll get like a hardened steel sword or some kind of weapon there as well. And then I use that to get into Skittering Cavern because there's a bunch of spiders in there. Arachnoph won't be a warning. Kudo, get back here. He's just so chaotic and aggressive. Triple kill. We may as well harvest all these thingies. So the more hide that we tan in the tannery, the more tar we get. We're going to need tar to make steel fire to craft steel and steel reinforcements. So it's a good idea to do that. And also then you end up with more leather. So I'm just going to harvest everything as we go around, especially because we have a carry, friendo. How can I find details for Exiles server in Discord? Go to the Conan Exiles channel in the Discord and then look at the pins. We've seen pins in Discord before. Have a look at the pins and there's a message saying how to join. The biggest rule is just make sure you're a member of the Discord and remain a member of the Discord, so that we can communicate with you if we, about stuff. A last PC run and my run on PS, I play it on Barbaric. Yeah, nice. Okay, so we're going to go into a Dalfari camp that I'm perfectly happy going into now that I've got all this armor. It's quite tough early game. Human NPCs are really one of the main reasons you're going to get killed at the beginning of the game. Those and crocodiles, which are quite hard to dodge. But now we've got this guy fighting for us. We are badasses. We're going to take the bearer packs. We're not going to open the bearer packs until we get home because the contents will weigh way more than... Did you not hear your friends screeching? I don't think you did.
Your death will be as meaningless as your life.
See, he's got the sickest of burns, this guy. Discord. It's linked in the video description of the YouTube video you're watching, the YouTube stream. That's the easiest thing. Yeah, it's linked in all the places. You'll need the link, yeah. Bum 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 bada bum 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 bum. Okay, spider time.
Yog, take me.
So, apart from the fact that we're quite low level and we don't have very much HP, although obviously we're increasing it as we go along. Oh, I gotta put some points. I'm gonna put some points in strength for now, just because I'm using strength-based weapons. I can change my attributes if I drink a potion of bestial memory, and I can tell you where we'll find those and use those when we get to that point. But I can also craft potions of bestial memory as well, using my alchemy stuff, which I haven't made yet. So yes, I could do with putting some points to strength so I do more damage at this stage. So this is Skittering Cavern. This is like a favourite place of mine for getting my first legendary weapon. So I'm going to go axe and torch just because it's a bit dingy in here. There's a world boss spider in here and you've got to get through a bunch of spiders to get to him. You can harvest gossamer, you can just pick it up, or you can use a sickle. There you go, to harvest gossamer. And based on your harvest settings and the quality of the sickle that you've got, you'll get more gossamer. You can also use gossamer on spiders to get... you can use a sickle on spiders to get gossamer as well. And you can spin the gossamer into silk in your inventory, and then you can use it to make clothing and some decorative things like some cushions and stuff like that. But you will want it. He's just so good. Gotta get another level. Let's go strength. Aye, exactly. We should get all this gossamer, honestly. I gotta remember this because last challenge run that I did was permadeath, and I did it in like 4 streams. And we weren't doing any crafting whatsoever. I didn't have followers and whatnot. So I gotta remember that I've gotta get stuff. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, we'll be wearing the most beautiful clothing. He's just so kill happy, this guy. What can I say? Starting to worry about him. Excellent. There is the spider boss over there. Behind him is a legendary chest, which will contain either, well, yes, any range of like legendary weapons. It might be a shield if I'm really unlucky, because I don't really like using shields, but they are handy. And legendary shields generally will just have a lot more durability. Dun, dun, dun. Ready for the danger music? Boss music, go. Okay, now I was going to do it solo, wasn't I? So can I get him on Flea? And maybe put him on... Can I get him over there? Try not to like... Right, I'm going to put him there. Come with me, sir. So I put him on a long follow distance. So hopefully he gets the XP from this, but doesn't involve himself in the fight. Because I want to do it solo. So we're just going to do some right clicks. Move out the way. And I'm going to use iron daggers because I usually do stone daggers on these. After this, we'll use like proper, better weapons because it's quicker. But I just kind of want to show that it's not. This is why I like fighting the spiders early game to get your first legendary, even in Barbaric. And the main goal here, obviously we have no points in agility, which would give us more damage with the daggers. But the main goal is to let the tick damage to do all the work. Just going to keep going around in a circle because I find it easier to manage. Just avoid the front bit where the mouth is. Try not to roll too much. You don't want to run out of stamina. Just kind of walk out the way. Wait for the special combo attack. Try to keep the stack going. You don't want to kind of leave it too long so that that 20 stays up there, so that the tick damage is 27. So I actually find in Barbaric difficulty, flesh creatures like this don't feel any more difficult than in normal kind of mode. Just because the bleed still does loads of damage. And I like that because some of the enemies are much tougher. Like the guy in the Black Keep, Kinscourge, for example. He's a pain in the butt. Just gonna rinse and repeat. Get a bit greedy sometimes. That's when you get hit. Poor camel. Fortunately, the camel is actually on flee because I hit flee before I put the berserker over there. So this guy is going to poison you, and that's why I've put my berserker out the way. But also just because I want to show how to fight this guy. Do-do-do-do. Ba-dum-bum. Hey, there we go. Perfect. So, you generally will get a Nemedian helmet from his inventory when he dies. This is a great helmet. This used to be a real favourite of mine. This has a special karmic ability. When you equip it, any tool or weapon that you have the ability, or that you don't have to have learnt the recipe, but it has to be something that is repairable. So, regular items or epic items, but not legendary weapons or unique items. So if it's got a yellow border, you won't be able to repair it with the Nemedian, just like with repair kits. And if it's got a gold border like this, which is a legendary, you won't be able to repair it. But anything else, so if you have your tools in your inventory, you take a bit of damage, and you've got the Nemedian on you, on your head, fall damage, heat damage, poison damage, all sorts of stuff, you'll see that the durability goes up, so including iron poniards, this kind of thing. So I really, really like it. It used to repair legendaries back in the day. I mean, rip. It was amazing. It's not the prettiest of helmets. But there you go. It is super good. And early game, I really like it because it gives you 143 armor. So I love coming in this cave for that. I'm going to keep this steel helmet on because it gives me... Is it the same? No, 200 armor in that one. I could put this on my berserker if I wanted to, so he has more armor. And also, if you put something in your follower's hands and he's wearing his helmet, he will also repair things with the same caveats. Okay, so now what we want to do is harvest the spider for the skeleton key. There we go. Beautiful spider creature. There you go. There's a skeleton key. Some demon blood. Marvellous. So in single player, if you just run away and come back again, out of render range and back into render range, he will reset. This whole cave will reset. On a server, you need to wait like 15 minutes for him to reset. Okay, so here is the chest right at the back of the cave, which is basically behind where he's usually sitting. He's usually sitting here. So you just use your key. I have no idea what we're going to get. This is complete RNG. Okay, we got some good daggers. All right, I'm not mad about that because I'm going to use the hell out of these. They also have bleed and an escalating effect, which I guess every hit... let me just get you the actual details. Escalating... There's loads of different types of debuffs. Increases damage with each consecutive hit. The damage multiplier starts at 0.1 and increases by 0.1 per hit up to a maximum of 2 points after 19 hits. This effect resets only when the weapon is unequipped, sheathed, or when the player swims, climbs, or uses teleportation spells like map room or sorcery. Yes. Wonderful. I actually really like that. It's a good one. You could narrate books on the side as a side game. Some people say that to me. I have read a couple of Conan related things on the YouTubes. Thank you for that. That's a nice compliment. So yes, so now we have the Grim, which I guess we're going to use instead of our crappy daggers. Do I want to drop the crappy daggers on the ground? I'm going to drop them because I'm just going to use these. We also got some lance cores if you want to make some lances for your horse. I'm not going to do that. Excellent. How much does this weigh here? 5. You see, we got 500 gossamer. I wouldn't turn it into silk because it'll weigh more. Okay. Akbatan and throwing knives. You can throw those at an enemy. They'll do a decent amount of damage. They'll kind of push you forwards towards the enemy when you throw them. But once the enemy is dead, you will get them back in their inventory. You can loot them. So now we still have a skeleton key from the first boss. He's doing a T-pose, which you can usually fix by equipping his weapon. But he will do that now and again. The game is very buggy. Welcome to Conan. It's just buggy. It's just to play this and to love this game is to know the bugs. You know what I'm saying, people? Right. So let's drink some water. Let's have a quick snack. And let's go find another boss to fight. So we're going to go fight another spider probably first. Up here, Spinebreaker's flank. Then we'll probably fight like some crocodiles and whatnot. Yes, we could pretty much fight any boss now with him. I would just generally avoid the guys that poison. So be wary of spiders. Definitely be wary of scorpions, and be prepared to just kind of set them to flee if they get into trouble. They obviously you can revive them, but if they die, if they kind of get knocked down in combat and you don't have the opportunity to revive them safely, then it does time out. They kind of bleed out basically. Bear that in mind. So that's a concern. Right. So let's go to skittering Spinebreaker's flank. On Doom Friendo. He's on like a long follow distance. Let me like change that. We'll try and fight the other spider with his help. Let me get the short follow distance back on. There we go. Aggressive chase. Okay. And then we're going to go up. Let's go. I'm tempted to check the sorcery cave to see if we can get a better hatchet. Shall we do it? Because it's right there. Look at this incredible traversal skills by the mighty Dawnbringer. Right, let's just go check the sorcery cave. We'll check the boxes, see if we can get a better axe, potentially a better pick. Can we get hardened steel stuff, can't we, people? And then we'll continue, fight the next world boss. Do do do. Da da da. Do do do. It's just so nice having a berserker with you, honestly. It's just lovely, especially after doing like nomadic, what wasn't nomadic, but well, kind of nomadic, permadeath, no crafting, no followers, all that stuff. Not so soft spoken when banishing the corner. Absolutely, absolutely, as it should be, police. Absolutely. Just think it back. Or if I'm being attacked, definitely. Discord join was easy enough. Nice. Hate spiders, yeah. Can't remember, it's been so long. Have the thralls always have voice lines? Yes, they have. I mean, as long as I remember, and I've been playing since it was free on PlayStation Plus. Shall we fight these guys? I don't want to get corrupted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ignore these shellbacks. Oh. Okay, I didn't expect to climb over you. We're going to ignore those. If he wants to fight them, he's able to. I'm just going to run through and loot the boxes because I don't want to have to go to Seppenru. Maybe we get ourselves a dancer today or something. We'll see. Trying to do all the things. Do-do-do, do-do. Right, so this is where you learn sorcery. We already did this on, like, day 1, I think. Trailback Hollow. We're going to go to the back. Now, somebody did say to me that you can do an ice bridge here, and I don't know why I never do that. I just don't like using sorcery because I don't want to get corrupted. But yeah, you can just cast a ice bridge across there with your arcane staff that you get when you click on that Tome of Karak at the back. We haven't done anything with sorcery yet. I'm sure we will. Okay, so first chest, gold and silver. Next chest. I got another steel cleaver and a hammer. I got another steel pick and an acaronian pick. Acaronian pick is actually worse than a steel pick in terms of harvesting loot, because we actually tested that. I got to remember where Scott told me to find this chest. Here. Another, yeah, nothing. We got some elixirs though, and then there's one up here. So yeah, pay attention, people. And another sickle. I mean, the potions are good. We'll take those. Yeah, elixir of freedom, increased stamina, elixir of numbing, extra encumbrance. Nice. Especially right now. Don't care about these jars. Don't care about an iron level mace. We'll keep the better of the steel picks. Only want one of these steel sickles. I'll drop the one that's used. We already have a cleaver. I did get a steel sword, which I don't need because we're better than that now. Perfected hammer. It's only steel, and I've got a hardened steel one, so I'm going to drop that. Right, let's get out of here so we don't get corrupted anymore, and then we'll piffle paffle. Okay, meant to do that. Totally intentional, people. Totally intentional. Okay. I'm here. Upwards. I remembered I did, didn't I? See? You can get Acaronian hardened steel tools like the Sorcery King, probably the best place to visit. Yeah, I always go in here nowadays, but we didn't get a sickle initially. We did actually, didn't we, at the back? But we did reset the cave last time. Oh, we do get up here, for the love of God. I'm going to let her reset her stamina. This has been a thing for such a long time. This kind of like failure to hold onto the edge. They changed it at one point so that you didn't need to hold onto the edge, but it made it worse. Can you... There we go. Alright. Onwards, friendos. Let's get out of here. See that corruption? Oh, I hate it so much. Dun, 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 dun. You can make cleansing brews to clear your corruption. You can eat a heart of a hero from mini bosses from the Unnamed City, or from like the silver mine, or in the entrance of the wine cellar. You can use a dancer. You can go to Sephiroth, go to Conan's bar. And the tier 3 dancers that are inside the bar will clear your corruption, or you can just get your own dancer, which is the best way to do it. Excellent. Where's Doomfriendo? Doomfriendo! 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 Come on, Doomfriendo. He's so confused. Will you get off, my friendo? There's like a bit of a blockage. Now, I can just keep running. If they get stuck like that... who are we going to go to next? Oh yeah. We're going to go to the Spuda. Let's just move out the way. Eventually they'll teleport to you. Do do do. Should I use my new daggers? Excellent. I have definitely died diving off this. I mean, before we had the dive animation, I like dropped down thinking I'd be okay. I mean, a really long time ago, obviously, because I don't make mistakes these days, people, right? Everybody? Yep. Everybody knows that. But yeah, I think maybe like my first server, which I think was an American server, because I was like, oh, people will speak English, you know. So yeah, I remember dropping down there and died unceremoniously. Because we ran away and came back again, the spider in the first cave we went to will have reset. But, you know, let's go to Skittering Spinebreaker's Flank. I'll show you my other favourite spider place. Eating hearts has always seemed to me like something that should cause corruption over clearing it. I suppose so. I suppose so. But in, you know, witchcraft and stuff, maybe it's something pure. Not at all, no mistakes. Exactly, thank you for paying attention. Lucky an early run through that cave. You got a star metal pickaxe! Holy potatoes, that's crazy. Bob is at home. Bob is at home cooking a feast for us. Not many camels can cook, but Bob has got a lot of skills. We don't like to question. Tarzan, yeah, that's it. It's definitely a Tarzan call. New River music, people. So while we're going this way, we should go to Sinner's Refuge, shouldn't we? Let's do that, because that's such a great place to look for crafters. I think I have... So I've intentionally brought iron bars and twine with me so that I can put down wheels of friendship. Wheels of recruitment. Wherever there's like an NPC camp or things like Sinner's Refuge. So we'll probably do that. Did he kill her? Did I kill her? I can't be sure. Did the crocodile kill her? Yes, probably. Okay, let's take some weak aloe. We'll take the twine. Leave the rest of... Actually, I might take the bandages in case of a sandstorm. Here we go. Bob cannot cook either, but he tries his best. He's really good at mashing things. That's what he's really good at. We get him to like grind seeds and stuff with his hooves. Yeah, was it Munched by the Croc, was it? Yeah. Okay, come on, Doombringer. People are going to judge me if I run along with you. It's like, I am a mouse, you know. You can use me to traverse the lands. Oh, extra points. Oh, so sorry. I didn't mean that. That was completely unintentional. Do we do the boss croc? Let's do the boss croc. Now, the boss croc is probably going to kill my berserker. Possibly me. I'm going to put a bedroll down out the way. So, I think we're going to... Do I have any buffs for you, friend? What does this one give you? I forget now. Is it... What is it now? It used to increase your damage. Oh, it gives it in charisma. Let's not talk about charisma, okay, people? Do I have anything else? Iron plate don't need. We could keep the gold dust. We can turn it, combine it with ichor and silver in our fireball cauldron to make alchemical base. It's a good thing to keep. It's a good idea to keep aloe seeds, especially if you don't live near some aloe, but I'm probably, I mean, it's fine for now. Elixir of Freedom just gives us more stamina. This one gives us more carry capacity. I currently have a potion buff for strength, so I don't want to replace that. I've got a bedroll down. Okay, I'm going to get rid of the unused cleaver. Alright, let's go get our berserker killed by this boss croc. The boss crocs are like, probably, even in spite of their... Oh, baby crocodile. Squirrel. In spite of there being poisonous enemies, I actually hate the boss crocs the most. Okay, this is a bad idea. Being over-encumbered. Okay. Attack! Okay. Okay, tail whip. 3 strikes to the tail when this happens. 1, 2, 3. Avoid the tail. The tail hurts. We gotta try and kill him before he kills my berserker. I'm gonna try and apply. So we do have this escalating effect, as well as bleeds. Tail whip, tail whip. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, don't bite me. Don't bite. Not me, not me, not me, not me. Oh, look, he's drunk and he's like charming the crocodile because of his charisma buff. Da-dum-bum. Oh, yeah. Oh, I dodged you because I'm a professional. Tail whip. 1, 2, and 3. These are not too bad, but don't fight them by yourself because they're just annoying. Hey, professional gamers. Well done, Berserker. He's fine. He's having a quick old drink. Excellent. Oh, we unlocked Purge Defender because we hit level 30. So let's skin this fella and we'll get our skeleton key from him. Hardened leather you're going to need for heavy armor end game. This is actually better than my star metal axe. So we're going to switch that. Perfected medium padding if you want to make end game medium armor, then you need those. I don't think I'm going to make medium armor. There's my skeleton key. These guys don't drop demon blood, just reptile hide and stuff. Just more of the regular crocodile stuff. We'll strip all this hide and make it into leather. That went better than expected. Crocodile sandwich, make it snappy. Hello, Warden. Afternoon. The booze croc usually dips out my thralls if they don't... Oh, get stuck in the sand. Yeah, that's true, yeah. If you want, like, loads and loads and loads of hide, NPC camps are honestly, like, a really good source of it. Do you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But also, if you take a camel and a fighter to the Midnight Grove dungeon, you can get loads and loads and loads of hide there. It's really good for, like, once you're, like, level 50, and you're kind of about to have to craft a bunch of armor for everybody and all that stuff. It's a really good thing to do. So, I don't want to not use this, but given the fact that this gives me both 56 to 67 damage, and has a variable debuff. I just can't deny that, can I? Okay. Didn't get any better tools from the Shellback Hollow from the Sorcery Cave, unfortunately. So I've now got 2 keys. There we go. Let me top up his heals. I think it was the charisma buff that really won us that fight so quickly. The crocodile was just really confused about his feelings. He was just, I just can't hit you. Oh dear. Okay, so now we've got the first perk in strength. Heavy and special attacks will deal 10% more damage. Okay. If you're going to be using strength-based weapons, and you can find out if it's a strength-based weapon by clicking on it and just seeing it says strength here. But generally speaking, hammers, great swords, axes, any one-handed sword, they're generally strength-based weapons. But have a look, because sometimes there are some legendaries that kind of buck the trend. So there is a two-handed greatsword, which is an agility sword, which is one of my favourite weapons, called Baltier's Razor. That's an agility-based weapon, which means it'll use any points that you put in your agility perks, agility here, to do more damage. And the same with bows. Generally speaking, bows are agility weapons, so they'll take points from your agility points in general to do more damage. But there is one called with the ability called Power Draw. There's a couple of them with Power Draw, and those ones will take your strength points to do more damage. Are we near Gallimans? I think we are, aren't we? Is it further along? Should we do Gallimans while we're here? Is it further along? I always have to, like... I always doubt myself. I think it's further along. So if we want to craft the keystone to free our character from the Exiled Lands, then we have to complete this cave, if I'm going the right direction. Am I going up from the croc boss? Is it the other way? Thank you. So like I said, it's up from the croc boss. It's the other way, people. Let's go this way. It's one of those few things in the game that in spite of like a ridiculous amount of time, I just never know exactly where it is. Because generally speaking, on a playthrough, I never looked for that cave. And if I walked past it, maybe I'd go into it. Is it up here? But it's one of the, like, holes in my knowledge. Is it here? Where am I going, friendos? Sinners. Columns, it was the way. It was right the first time. H4. Ah. Up here? Like here-ish. I'm gonna just do a little question mark. By the way, if you want a mini-map, somebody was asking me about what mods I like to use the other day. We're going to go to Sinners anyway, and we'll go to Gallimans afterwards. Constant's UI mod has a mini-map, which I like. If you have it installed, you go to UI settings, and you can equip the mini-map. And what I like about this one, you can have the border if you want. I don't like the border, having the border. You can show local time if you want. But I like this because it shows you all of the markers. It just gives you basically an exact little snapshot of the map, including any kind of information that you've got on there. So if you want to see that when you're like running around, you can do. I usually have it switched off. But that is my preferred minimap, basically. I also really just like Kozav's UI mod because it shows me how much damage I do, float damage numbers from enemies to enemies, how much XP I get when I unfriend somebody, and I just find it kind of cool, really. Oh, we're going to Sinners. Bless you. Yes, I was going to Sinners, but then I was like, oh, let's do Gallimans. Okay, Sinners Refuge. I know Sinners because I've been here a bajillion times. I'll take away simple reinforcements kit. I'll keep anything that's advanced. Okay. I picked up a little baby crocodile hatching before. He will probably have a perk. Yeah. So he got some extra vitality with his first perk at level 10. So shall I place it like a gibbet here? I just need some stone. Got okay, feathers. Feathers will keep those. Okay. Oh damn it! Don't get on the. Don't. This is why I like using Bob. Okay, these guys are very, very squishy, so my berserker will deal with them.
Gods take you.
Oh, he dodged. Oh, I forgot that this was a two-handed weapon and not a regular axe. Did I drop my other one? Darn it, friendos. Come on, damage! I'm wearing Cimmerian steel and these are freaking exiles. Okay, let me just get some stone. They do so much damage now with the archers. I think I might have put the star metal axe on my camel or something. The great axe is fine, but I'd rather use a war axe because I want to do I want a one-handed weapon. Totally forgot this was two-handed. Yay, there we go. We could keep that. But I want this so I can use a torch at the same time. So let's place a wheel or a gibbet. Some of the dying sounds are really ridiculous. Beautiful. Everything's going perfectly today. I just want to make that really clear, people. I put it on Doombringer, yeah. Thank God I didn't drop it. The arrows are so deadly, yeah. What happened to day 3 and getting the berserker? It's being edited and it's going to go up. That's all. Day 2 is up now, but day 3 is... I've got so much editing to do, friendos. I will probably put the full VODs, make the full VODs available at some point as well too, if you kind of prefer the full VODs. But do watch the edited versions, please, people, because it takes me a long time. What am I looking for here, people? I'm looking for decorations, companions, this guy. Did I not? What did I get? I'm really struggling with my brain today, people, honestly. I'm so, like, sleep deprived. Oh, we're going to get there. We're going to get there together. So I was definitely going the right way for Gallerans. That's good. Okay, so we have enough stone. Now, a little reminder. Anything that you place away from your home, not connected to your home base, make sure if you place something you have a repair hammer in your hand so you can see how long it's going to be before it decays. A little place ball like this is not going to last very long unless you have decay turned off like I do, because I'm in single player. So I'm just giving you some warnings. So if you say, oh, somebody destroyed my X, Y, or Z, bear in mind they probably didn't. The world will have deleted it just so that it's decluttered. So I'm going to put gibbet here. We're going to keep this gibbet here. I'm going to try to leave these outside NPC camps. So if I find somebody useful, then I can just put them on tame immediately. We don't need to carry stone because there's always stone. We won't need to carry wood, but certainly the twine and some iron bars are going to be handy. Okay, I don't care about that. I want him to have some heals. He's got some heals. Dun, 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 dun. I'll give you some more gruel, buddy. And some more heals. This is a very low level cave. So it's a great cave to go and look for your first kind of crafting thralls. There's a bunch of enemies in there though. And if you haven't played the game for a long time, then these exiles will do a lot more damage than you remember. Because they did buff them. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Okay, we'll give you those. Alright. So, if we're going to go into this cave, because he hits like an absolute truck, I'm going to give him a truncheon, because he's just going to kill everything before I've even had a chance to look at them and decide if I want to tame them. So let's swap his sword for an iron truncheon. I'm going to use Seth's truncheon, because I'm, main player character syndrome. Going to use that. I'm going to have my rawhide bindings in case I need to pick somebody up in a hurry and run away. And then if we get anybody, we're going to put them in this gibbet here. Okay. Now, with Better Thralls, you can do this thing where you decide if he uses a truncheon or not. But I don't find it to be that reliable, mainly because I think it's because the base game code isn't that reliable. So I prefer to just give him a truncheon before I go anywhere where I might want to pick up a thrall, if that makes sense. So I'm going to switch between my axe and my truncheon here. But these guys have very little HP, so they'll fall really quickly. It's a good idea to think about if you use poisoned weapons. You don't really want to use them in NPC camps because the tick damage, sometimes you find a thrall you really want and then the tick damage kills them and you've lost them basically, and you can't revive enemies. So be aware that this is wherever you see a crafter, you can get a really good named crafter spawning. See, dancers, it doesn't matter who they are. Okay. I'm just going to do some left clicks on the ground just to clear up. This is a great place to live near at the beginning of the game. Let me show you where it is if you... This is where it is. Sinner's Refuge. Right here. Do-do-do. 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 So this is brimstone. This is also a really great place to get brimstone early on in the game. Just harvest it with a pick. You need this for a bunch of things, including making steel fire. If you want a huge amount of brimstone, And you later on in the game, you've got yourself a gas mask, sandstorm breathing mask or better. Then you can come into Shattered Springs over here near Seppa Maru. Just be careful because there's loads of rock noses that will attack you. So it's a good idea to have, if you ideally a bit higher level, Beast of Burden perk from max expertise, because then you can move whilst over encumbered. You can just run around harvesting brimstone. Your follower can do the unfriending of the rock noses, and you can just kind of run around and just harvest as much as you want. But early game, these caves are quite handy, and Sinner's Refuge is arguably the best, I think. You can still come in here late game, but you're gonna need a lot of brimstone later on, and Shattered Springs is a good place to clear out. So Smelter Tier 1, we don't want them. What was the other one? Are they both smelters? What are you? Oh, Armourer Tier 1. Dancer Tier 1, don't care. You can get named dancers in here. If you see people with the word Azura on them, you get some, like, named people at the back. It's going to unfriend the unconscious ones. And there's a really good chance for a named person of Azura at the back. They're basically named after notable people in the community, people who've like been really helpful on forums and modders and things like that. Help, you know, as a thank you, basically. But they won't have very much health. You see, there's one there in this armor. I don't know. I can't see who it was. It's a driver. So we don't need a driver because we've already got what's-her-face. Yeah. So we're going to loot him instead, and I'll show you the armor that he drops. Don't care too much about this stuff. He has very, very little HP, but his crafting skills and his skills as a crafter are exactly the same, regardless of which faction he's from. So that's something to think about. So this Azura armor gives us... The leggings give us 40 health and 20 armor. Chest piece gives us 40 health and 28 armor. Helmet head thing gives us 6 agility points, which is really, really good, and 16 armor. And you can get the full set from him. You should drop gauntlets and boots as well. So that's a nice bit of looties. But otherwise, like, generally speaking, you're going to want to tame them. So there you go. It's such a good chance of you getting a named person in here because of that Azura spawn right at the back of the cave. I don't know if we really need a lot of brimstone right now. Shall we get a stack while we're here? Given that we're doing like a proper playthrough here, people. Let me get my steel pick. Just like anything else, the better the quality of your harvesting tool, the more the ore that you're going to get. So if I've got like a star metal pick or pickaxe, I'm going to get like a lot of brimstone, or an obsidian one or something like that. The highest tier of harvesting tool is obsidian or blood... What is it called now? Blood crystal? No. Blood... What are they called, friendos? But you have to you can either loot... What are they called? Blood something. Black blood. Thank you. Thank you. It's been a minute. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Let me just allow those YouTubers, like, people are saying black blood in my chat. Black blood tools. There you go. So there's caves up here, which we'll go to at some point. And the top cave, I don't remember the exact dot, but the top cave here, there's a boss that drops legendary tools, which are the black blood tools, which they are equal to obsidian tools for yield. They just have a lot more durability. Because they're legendary, you can't repair them. So arguably you could say the obsidian tools are better. You have to craft obsidian tools using obsidian though. And you can either forge obsidian, which you have to do in the volcano, which is quite hot, surprisingly. Spoiler alert. Or you can dismantle like obsidian items that you get from thralls, from, you know, NPCs and stuff. And then you can use that if you want to. Arguably, that's probably better because forging obsidian is just a bit of a pain. The area where the forge is incredibly tough. It's like surrounded by fighters and they hit so hard that it's just a real pain in the butt. So, but there you go. There is an option. So yeah, if you want the highest yield possible, then obsidian tools or black blood tools give you the same yield on Exiled Lands. The only reason to use the Blackbird tools, I mean, not the only reason, they obviously have more durability, is that you can put oils of bounty on them. So if there is something you need the most of, and you know there's a lot of competition for star metal or something like that, and you just need to get the most out of a particular thing, then the highest yield you could possibly get is to use a Blackbird tool and put an oil of bounty on it. And you learn the oils of bounty from the archivist in the Unnamed City over here. The problem with the oils of bounty is you get a certain amount of time based on which level of tool you get, and the Blackbird tools gives you the most time, which is like 8 minutes. And once you've been using it, once you've had it equipped in your hand for 8 minutes, then the tool will break, or all but break, nearly break. So it's very low durability. You used to then be able to repair the tool with a legendary weapon repair kit. Then you can put another oil of bounty on it and do the same thing again. But now you can't repair legendaries, so you just get one use out of that if you use the oil of bounty. So there you go. There's the long explanation about the tools and about why the Blackbird tools aren't really as important anymore, I think. I personally prefer to play on 2x harvesting anyway, so it's not super bad. I also build in creative mode quite a lot because I do a lot of gaming and streaming and stuff, and I try not to click like millions of times in a row because I'm really prone to getting RSI. So it doesn't matter so much to me, and so I just use star metal stuff. I also really love the way it looks. I mean, this is just an axe, but there are the hatchets and all the tools. They just look so nice. I just really like the star metal stuff, so I just generally use the star metal stuff. I like to make a star metal pickaxe. I can use that then to harvest wood or stones and ores, and then it just takes up one slot in my inventory. And you get bark and twigs, I think, from trees. There you go. There you go. That's my TED talk, people. Looking through recent streams at CJ3, guess I'm just overlooking. It's not there, Noki, because the edited version will be up in the next few days, but I've got to edit it first. So there you go. I'll get it up as soon as I can. Okay, so let's make another space for some brimstone. Not a bad idea to get it this early. Right, let's go to the spider place. We didn't get a friendo, but I'm going to leave the gibbet there. I wish I could just pick up the gibbet, honestly, but I can't. So it's a bit annoying, really. You could probably use a mod to be able to pick up stuff like that. I'm pretty sure you can. Like, it's probably called Pickup, just like Ark's Pickup Plus. I'm carrying a bunch of stuff that I don't really care about. Don't care about the throwing axe. Should I show you the throwing axe? If you've never seen this before. If you equip a throwing axe in one hand, you can also have an axe in your hand as well. Can you do it with anything else, friendos? And then you can do this kind of windmill of bones situation here, like a spin to win attack. It's quite cool. I don't really do it. People always tell me I should. But it is... You get into a good spin. You need a lot of stamina to do it for a while. It is quite cool, I suppose. But, there you go. Excellent. To the spider. Marvellous. Spin to win, yes. Problem is that Bob is also helping Anna edit her videos, and Bob just like cooking is really good at bashing things. Honestly, I have like 6 videos like to edit at the moment. Let's try and get to the other cave. Oh, that was disappointing. I'm so sorry. Oh, excellent. Much better. Yes. Am I in the right spot? Is it lower? Is it further along? Sorry. I think it is further, isn't it? Yes. I remember this from the permadeath run. Yes. I'm confident. I'm riding with confidence. Bro, absolutely, yeah. Just around the corner, yeah. Yeah, I wish I could afford an editor or something, honestly. It would make my life so much better, but I'm doing my best, people. Okay. So, We're going to get the first item that we need to free our character from the exiled lands. We're doing like a full playthrough here though, so it's going to be a minute. Can I give you a weapon again? He needs a weapon. There we go, so he can do some damage. We'll keep his gruel topped up. Does he still have his buff? He does still have his buff. He's lost... Oh, he's lost his cooked pork buff. There you go. See, it'll have switched over now. 25% increased. Don't look at this. Don't look at that. We don't need to know that he's got extra charisma. Oh dear me. Right. So in this cave is a boss croc. It's quite a low level boss croc. If you don't have armor, it's a one-shot in barbaric difficulty. Don't ask me how I know that. There you go. Galliman's tomb. It's right here. So it's above H. So it's like directly above Hanneman's. I've got to remember that because nowadays I remember that Hanneman's is above the H. Yeah, Galliman's is above the H as well. Directly above it. Do, 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 do. This music is so beautiful. Playing this minute level 20. Is there a cheesy way to tame a berserker without him one-shotting me? Are you playing on single player? Because in single player, there's a way less ping or lag. There's no lag, and it's really the best way to fight tough enemies. But if you get, potentially, you could maybe get some purple lotus orbs and throw them at him if you can get like the distance. But you're gonna have to stand somewhere where someone else is gonna kill you. Oh, PvP official, yeah. My favourite thing is go into the wine cellar and take your chances with Seth, right? Take your chances with Seth and just in the entrance and try and get Seth's truncheon. That's going to be your best bet. And I mean, assuming that you're not... oh yeah, you're level 20, yeah. So we knocked him out on this one. You have his truncheon already? Perfect. If you can put an advanced blunted weapon fitting on that, you've got to do it when it's full durability. That will do even more. You can get an oil of concussion. You can craft oils of concussion or loot oils of concussion if you were doing PvP. You learn the recipe from Memory of Oils in the from the Archivist in the Unnamed City. Apply that to Seth's truncheon, and then that's going to do a huge knockout. Easiest time I had at 20 was with Seth and a shield. Yeah, you can use a shield. Yeah, it's true. And you know I never use shields, people. But yeah, Seth's truncheon, even without any buff on it, and then just dodge. I mean, really, because he runs away now. How do I say this? He does the roll now. I need to drink something here. You really just need to make sure that you keep a wide berth away from him. And maybe consider just putting your stuff in a box, although you're doing PvP. So, but yeah, the important thing about the berserkers is that the collision is a lot. I mean, you know this probably because you play PvP, but the collision is inaccurate. You think that you're not getting hit. So you really just want to keep away from him, wait for him to do his attack, and then like do maybe just 2 hits and then move out the way. Do like 1 roll and no more than that so your stamina doesn't run out. But you can see we did do that on day 3 and that will be up on YouTube soon. There you go. Hope that's helpful. You're welcome, lovely. I never remember where Hanneman's is. Yeah, I always think it's way more west. These 2 things, because you just kind of like, if you just don't really look for them intentionally, you might not know where they are. But yeah, that's where Hanneman's is. We happen to spawn like just below it. Right, let's go do this cave. So he's got his weapon. So yeah, there is a boss croc in here who, like at our stage now, we've got like this armor. We shouldn't be a one-shot. Can I make a torch? I think I dropped wood, didn't I? Let me get a bit of wood. Just so I've got a torch. Hatchet, hatchet, hatchet. Do 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 do. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, the only thing to think about with the memory of oils, those special oils will basically break whatever it is that you're using. So if it's something once the time has run out on whatever oil you're applying to your tool, weapon, everything like that. It's going to break it, and you can't repair says truncheon. But it's not super hard in PvE anyway. Certainly in single player, because you can just kind of refresh the dungeon by going out and come back in again. You can't. It doesn't take super long to get says truncheon. So I was going to make a torch, so I need some fibre, which is on my horsey, or just my camel. It's like, excuse me, I'm not a horse. Do 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 do. Torch. There we go. I will make 2. I like to have a couple of torches because they last 20 minutes and I don't have to worry about it then. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, you can carry. I'm going to drop that on the ground. I'm not going to wear these, honestly. I'm not even going to use that. Don't care about that. Shall I make a bedroll? Shall we place a bedroll just because we're trying to, you know, be better human beings and make better choices? No? Do. Don't you tell me building's not allowed here. But by the way, if you're on single player, and you want to build somewhere and you're like, oh, I hate that this is building restrictions here. You can change that if you're annoyed you want to build somewhere. Be aware, if you do build somewhere where there's a spawn point of something important, you're going to block their spawn. Just be aware of that. So if you need to click make me admin, and then you can click allow building everywhere. So you click make me admin. I'm not going to do that. Once you do that, you can then click on enable building everywhere.
Just subscribed.
There you go. Silong, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Thank you. Welcome everybody. I don't do clubs. Nope. Backswing's the most dangerous thing about berserkers. You have to just be patient. Yeah. But fortunately, the nice thing about the berserkers though is if you die, there's only one enemy you have to get to or get past in order to get your stuff back. And you can put a bedroll down in the center of like the water near Braga or whatever his name is. And you know, there's obviously no penalty for dying unless there's another player around or something.
Just subscribed with Prime.
Noki, thank you so much for the Prime. Welcome back. Thank you for the 7 months. Thank you. Right, let's do it. Enough piffle paffle, people. Thank you. All right, I've got a torch now. Do. Perfect. So there's just a bunch of crocodiles in here. If the developers at any point in the future would like to develop this cave further, and maybe use the entrance or the doorway at the back to make a dungeon, I would love that. By the way, if you're listening, developers, love that. That'd be super nice. So that was brimstone I just harvested just to show you there's also brimstone in here. Okay. These rocks, brimstone. Oh, that's a 1 skull. So demon croc. Let's see what we get from him. What's my best tool? Hardened steel, skinning knife. Nothing good. Glowing essence, potion of better memory. Now if I wanted to reset my attributes, I could drink the potion of better memory. I'm actually really happy with my attributes at the moment. I can't, unfortunately, look how many I got. Unfortunately, I can't take these with me because they last like 2 minutes. So you got to drink it as soon as you get it. But this is one really good reason to unfriend demonic variants of creatures, is these. Sometimes you get potions of better memory, sometimes you get repair kit, reinforcement kits, you get bits of steel fire, we got some glowing essence. Yes. Demon blood, all that good stuff. Very, very worth fighting and kind of fun. And it's a bit, you don't know what you're going to get really, it's RNG, but always use your best tool that you've got available, regardless of what it is. Unless it's like a sickle, which probably isn't going to help you. So there's the croc that one-shot me in my permadeath run. Oh. These stalagmites, you can't harvest those, they're just displaying. Right, Zerka, you take the big boy. Take the big boy, take the big boy, take the big boy, take the big boy, take the big boy. Okay, Okay, 93 damage. We know we're not a one-shot. Okay, excellent. So the only reason it was 92 is because I have this heavy armor. Look at that. Sliced and diced. So make sure you harvest him because you want a scourge stone piece. There you go. Jagged scourge stone piece. You need a jagged, a broken, and a shattered scourge stone piece in order to craft the keystones for your character from the Exiled Lands. If you want to know more about that right now, I do have a guide on my YouTube channel called How to Free Your Character, How to Remove the Bracelet, I think it's called, which tells you basically the steps you need to take, locations and items, and then what to do in order to remove the bracelet from your wrist. Just bear in mind that it will delete your character and you'll lose access to all of your stuff. So if you want to do it and you want to come back and start a new character but don't want to lose all your stuff, then you can always you can just make sure you have a clan member who can give you back access in the future. There you go. We are going to craft the keystone and free our character. That's kind of the plan. Do I want this? I'm going to take it. Let's take the reptile hide. Let's just take up to 1,000 brimstone. And then that's it. We're done this cave. Now, this is the entrance. There's a bunch of these caves where there's these doorways. And I'm like, surely this takes us to a dungeon. But they don't. And I feel like this is such an opportunity. I feel like there are so many of these things on the map. I would love some more dungeons. Question mark. Please developer gods, if we may, in the future. Thank you for the hype train, friendos. Anna only collab with Carty and Subboink. That's it. Nodders. That's it. Same could be done if they want a dungeon added at the back of Executions. Death Whispers, 100% agree with you. That's one of the ones I'm always thinking of doing rail. They've obviously put like that summoning stone kind of display there, but it really looks like okay, I've got to not drop this on the ground now. We have to keep these. There are a bunch of different bosses that we have to defeat in order to free our character. If we want to do that. And I kind of want to do that. I think it's kind of fun. But when I do challenge runs, that's kind of the marker of whether I've completed the game, that kind of thing. Okay, so we're going to the Spuda, which is like up here. And I'm not going to run along with my horse. Camel. I'm sorry. I'm going to just rename him Horse. Oh, dear. We could run back into Sinner's Refuge if we wanted now, because it will have reset, and see what else is there. Andiamo. So much like a full dungeon. Yeah, exactly, Morden. I agree with you. It's like, surely this was supposed to be a dungeon. I think maybe they just left themselves some options for future. I don't know. Who knows? Yeah. So, there's a spider boss up here, surrounded by a bunch of little minions. It's like, actually, I don't like it when you call me a minion. I do really like a one-handed war axe for, like, groups of spiders. I think it's really handy. Just generally groups of enemies. Anyway, there's the big spider is over there. So it's a good idea to put down your bedroll kind of somewhere over here. This is quite a good spot because there's usually not spiders right here. Shall we do it? We have got a bedroll really close by, so let's not. We're not going to die to the spider anyway because we're professionals. What shall I use, people? Type 1 for hammer, type 2 for daggers. And shall I do it solo? Oh, love the camel's name. Hello, Barbarian. I'd love to take credit, but it was Morden's idea, who's in Twitch chat right now. Thank you, Morden. Solo using fists. Get out, Schreiber. This is an outrage. 2 daggers. Shall we do it solo, or do you want me to use the berserker? Wonder how that technical debt resolution is going. Yes, I wonder, Rico. Hello, Rico. Hello, Pharaoh. Hello. Solo. We could do it solo. Check cages at that teardrop point, or a small camp just upriver. See what craft distances you might get and cycle those in centers. We can do, yeah. I sometimes I sleep on the new stuff, you know. Let's do more points in strength until we get like really good agility weapons. So we could do solo. So it is barbaric difficulty, but obviously now I'm wearing full set of Sumerian steel, and I've got the grim daggers, which do both bleed and an escalating damage effect, which are pretty nice. We got those from the spider at Skittering Cavern. I hate that I'm tiny bit corrupted. Anyone else like that? Just like, oh, I hate it. Before they did the Age of Sorcery, I was always like so averse to any kind of corruption whatsoever. Can I just deal with all the spiders so they don't get in my way? Good idea to fight the baby spiders first, just so they don't get in the way. Do 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 do. How pretty this game is. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. I wouldn't exactly say just tell Zerka to hold off. Yeah, I mean we could do because of the XP. That's what we did in the cave. Dun, dun, dun. Should we get him for the XP? Yeah, let's do that because we won't let him get involved. We'll get him on a long follow distance like we did in the cave. Yeah, that's a good idea. Do do do. This is so funny. Yeah, hopefully the technical debt is like greatly reduced, and there's some good bug fixes coming, and then some new content. That would be nice, wouldn't it, people? What would you want, friendos? Would you want an Unreal Engine 5 upgrade? Would you want like a new map? You want both of those things? Would you like, I don't know, what do you want? You just want new dungeons? Are you sick of the game? You like watching me, you don't play it anymore? You'd like them to fix console because it doesn't work properly anymore, because I've heard a lot of that. What would you choose, people? What would you add? Doombringer, the Scourge of Monsters and Gods alike, has deigned to assist Anna in a number of incarnations. Absolutely. Yes. Easier teleporting, really. Right, so let me put him on withdraw. Passive. And we'll put him on a really long follow distance. So he won't get involved. And we'll put... Oh, stop it. Oh, God. I hate this so much. I need to rebind it, don't I? So you have to do long press. Put you on a long follow distance as well, so they don't get in the way. You knobhead. Okay. Greetings and salutations. I really should deal with all the little spiders first, actually. Well, that helped, didn't it? Could you go away, Doombringer? You're on like a long follow distance. Because he's on flee, that's why. Okay, this is probably far enough from the spiders. What are you doing? Go away! Right, can I get you guys over here? We click you both over there. This is why I just leave them usually. It's just chaotic otherwise. What if I run over here? Okay, I just gotta take aggro and let them go away. There we go. We should be alright now. So we just want to get up to that 20 stack of bleed. It isn't showing a representation of the escalating effect. I guess we get that on hit, don't we? Yeah, you can see the number going up. But all we're trying to do is just get that bleed to 20 and keep it there. Have like the first perk in agility and that's it, really. Usually I do this with stone daggers, naked, without anything else in a normal difficulty. Oops. Focus is the real boss of the game. This is like relaxation for me. There we go. Beautiful. Well, all characters. Valeria, passing through missions. Just more of everything. Love the world they created. Yeah, me too. Another land expansion. Maybe the ability to travel between lands, like you can remove the bracelet, you can travel to the Isle or any new expansion. I would love that so much. Bugs away. Multiple beds like in Ark. So you could... Oh, you can teleport to different beds. Yeah, that's cool. I don't know if there's any mods for that, actually. I want improvements to Exiled lands. Whatever gets me the Foundation bug and the Living Settlements combat through all AI is fixed. I think Living Settlements, it's time that Living Settlements worked, isn't it, people? You want to fight back, bud? Okay, let's harvest this Spudder. Today we're really focusing on trying to get legendaries. So let's get another skeleton key. So until we go into a dungeon, we can't really use our skeleton keys, but there's like 2 caves that I usually go to. There's the Skittering Cavern, which obviously you can just unfriend the spider and then immediately loot the chest behind him. Let me put him on attack again. There we go. Shorter follow distance. But we can go to another cave as well, which is like along here, question mark? This kind of area. So let's go to that one and we can loot the chest. And maybe we'll fight the demonic spider in there. I guess we'll go through this NPC camp, which we haven't been into yet. Gonna try and do all the NPC camps, all the dungeons, all the bosses. Yes, including Rock Slide and Rot Branch. I'm gonna drop the hardened leather because we'll make some later. We're gonna be good. We've got a second one of these. It is tempting to keep one to put a mod on it. I'm just going to keep the full one and drop that one. It's fine. All right. Shall we, friendos? Spinebreaker's Flank. This is a Dafari NPC camp. You can get a named bearer in here. You can get a named cook. A bunch of different crafters. They are cannibals, so do be careful. Watch your limbs. Keep your hands and feet inside the vehicle at all times. Ah, sorcerer. So we do want more binding, so I'm going to be trying to open his pack. I'm gonna. This is a tier 3 bearer. That can be a named bearer, and it spawns over there. That can be a named cook. And I want this pack. I want the pack because I want more rawhide bindings. We would be like, I feel like we'd be like level 50 by now, given all the stuff that we've done, if we were doing normal difficulty. No, it's just, I always say this, but I do love the fact that the your berserker runs around with you. There you go, we've got some rawhide bindings, another iron truncheon. He goes around and he calls people outsiders when we're the ones from outside. It's hilarious. Just, you know. Maxim colonialism. Okay, some more strength. Who's laughing?
I go to the great feast.
Yes, you do. So you can skin all of these characters here. What are you laughing about? Does this gives us health? I'm attacking slowly in case I need these people. Okay, we don't need potions of endowment. We're leaving those. Don't mind taking that. Water orbs is... Ooh, yes, volatile glands. Fantastic. I think there's always potions of endowment in that chest, if I remember correctly. Should you wish to have that. Sitting on the bench, not 100. Very, very rarely bubbles for me. I don't know if it's just single player, you know, RNG being different. I assume it isn't different, but I have gotten them from there a bunch of times. So Bubbles basically said that there's legendary claws outside the den. Yes, I have gotten them from there, but I just find it so seldom. At some point, probably during this playthrough, particularly because we live next to the den, we will find it. We will find those claws on the bench outside next to the bearer, but they're just so seldom there for me. Wish we had one agility, one-handed axe. Fell in love with using the Lemurian axe. Yeah, the axe is great. Yes, I do miss using axes when I do agility. We could do a bit of summoning place as well, shall we, friendos? Do 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 do. Oh, I got him before you managed to get in there. Right, here's a summoning place. This is the main NPC camp for the Darfari faction. It's a good place to get crafters. But all I have to say about it, really. This is a lovely, big, flat piece of land as well. It's a very popular kind of place to build. It's just kind of in the middle of everything. That's the only thing. I kind of prefer, like, that plateau over there if you want to build in this area. Or this is a bit of a mini plateau here. But yeah, you can build here. If you were, like, on single player or something, you can build, like, a big castle. It's cheaper to build on completely flat land. But it's just, I don't know, it's just always in the way, isn't it, people? So no. Okay, let's go in here, shall we? See what's going on. What's occurring. There was an event. Even with the bugs, I'm not tired at all of the game. Yeah, me too. As a matter of fact, last week I wiped my private server and started again. Did you? Yet again. Currently grind level 40. Grinding tier 3 build materials for the proper base. This run, I vowed to finally do all the things that Anna has taught us regarding bosses and dungeons. Bless you. There is a full every dungeon kind of walkthrough. There's with timestamps. It's like a 4-hour video or something, but there's timestamps for everything. So if there are any dungeons anybody here hasn't done before, wants to know where they are, what to do, and a bit of a walkthrough, then you can find that on my YouTube channel. I also have like a looting guide on my channel, which is really designed for beginners, but you know, all levels or whatever, but it just tells you what you can get, what the best loot is from the different places on the map, that kind of thing. So if you don't want to craft and you just prefer to fight and stuff, then that's quite helpful, I think. Lots of bones. Their armor gives you a strength buff. It doesn't give you a lot of armor, but it gives you a strength buff, which is nice. Sometimes there is the... Not Sacrifice Interrupted. What is it called? I have a video about it on YouTube. The one with the big old totem here. What's it called, friendos? I don't know. There's an event, there's an encounter that can happen here, basically. So if it looks different than this, you've got an encounter, which you can just choose to ignore if you want and leave. But it will change the spawns at the front. So good crafting crafter locations here. One of the nicest things about this place is you can get a witch doctor named Alchemist up there in front of this Yogg altar. It could be a named Tanner. Anytime you see a crafter, it can be named. We'll take the jailer's key.
I go to the great feast.
And the sorcerer's bindings. And we'll take the radium thingy.
There isn't much time.
Skelos cultist armor recipe. We'll take that. We might make that later. It's an agility armor. So we could free this Haven person.
Before anyone notices.
The only thing is I can't send her to my home. We'd have to take her home. So I could free her and then put her somewhere, and then I guess I could rescue her. Shall we do that? One. We haven't freed anyone from a cage yet.
1,000 times I begged you. Set me free.
So I'm gonna get her to follow me. And that means that he's going to stay here for a minute. He can defend himself. And I'm just going to run her to safety. And then we'll come back in here and clear out the rest of the camp. And then I can rescue her from home as long as I've not been in combat for a short, reasonable period of time. I'm going to put her on this rock here so she's safe from rock noses and kudos. Oh, he's following me. Oh no, Beth rules. I've got the freaking thing I don't want. What is it called? Followers. Yeah. Let me do... Yeah, I don't want this. Hold on, let me fix this. How do I fix this? How do I go into admin? Where's the admin button, people? Oh, I just have to be in admin mode, don't I? That's it. So, I'm going to go into admin mode because I just don't want them... Basically, with Better Thralls, you can have, like, multiple followers following you without having to have War Party, the perk that you get from War Party, which in short, if you spec to the max of authority, the authority attribute, you can have an increase, you can have an extra follower with that perk, basically. So you can have 2 fighters following you and a mount. With Better Thralls, you have the option to have, like, multiple different... additional followers wandering around with you without using War Party, which I don't like to do personally. I think it's totally fine. It's actually active on our server. So am I in... Did I do it yet? I'm too busy yapping. Okay, admin is activated. Okay. Then I need to do... There you go, admin. So number of additional followers... 0 disables the feature, and then prerequisite of War Party. There you go. So this turns that off for myself because I just don't want to give myself an extra followers and stuff. Personal choice. Save. Go back to player. There we go. And then I'm going to do make me normal. Okay, so I'm no longer in admin mode. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And we're back in the room. So now he's just standing here. He's not following me. And she will follow me. I always forget this at the beginning of a playthrough. I have to turn that off. There we go. So she can stand here.
I owe you much, but my talents are in the barkeep trade. I can keep you and yours happy with drink, and my ears suss out all manner of secrets and gossip.
Okay, so I will build a tavern bar at home. Now that I've spoken to her, I can place a tavern bar. And then if I place her behind it, followers will just turn up. People will just turn up. People that I can hire. Some of them that I can't hire. Some of them are just there to fill out my bar. But I can then just... NPCs will just appear, just walk in, sit down, pretend to have a drink, and I can click hire on some of those people. I can use gold to hire people. So what I wanted to do is just make sure she didn't have anything on her. So I'm going to leave her here, but I can rescue her from home. I've shown you how to do that before, if you're not sure. Just do this. And there are various people that you can rescue from cages across the map. Many different crafters. And if they talk to you, it's a barkeeper. So if you're not sure if you want to open the cage or not. So if you have a barkeeper already or you don't want any extra ones, if they're talking, you know it's a barkeeper. So I'm going to leave her here and then I can rescue her from home by clicking tab followers and then here. I could click rescue and then it will say that they were recently attacked and then you just wait for the cooldown to end. And you can click rescue and without any of their stuff, they won't have any items on them. You can rescue them to your base. Basically, how are you still following me? Did I mess up the settings? Additional followers. I think I got it disabled. Did I do it right, people? Why was he still following me? Did I make him follow? Oh, I don't remember. Anyway. Right, let's go and finish this thing. It's too much work for my brain sometimes. Hello, alpaca. Hello. The corruption columns. What's it called, that event, people, that encounter? You tried the Isle of Women map. It's quite the challenge. I have not, no. Really bad luck with the claws. I didn't get them for weeks. Then after my first pair, I get them almost every time I visit the den on my server. Really? I do wonder. I mean, so when I was making my gear guide video, I did that. I made that guide on my private server that I use for making videos, and I didn't get them on that either. So I guess I'm just unlucky, but it is RNG basically, so it's not guaranteed. But it is a great piece of kit. Definitely. Right. Let's do some unfriending, shall we? I don't know if I've got my better thrall setting correct. I'll have to check that later. All right. So I kind of want these horns because I want them for helmets for crafting armor. Good idea to pick those up. Watch out for the brutes. They were buffed in recent years. They were also nerfed, but then it's only because they got the follower variants. When you knocked them out, they just did so much damage. It was ridiculous. And then they nerfed them as expected. So let's open these. And then we don't want millions of truncheons. We'll keep that one. We'll drop that one. 192, 198. Okay. I really just want one, actually. Okay. All right. Where's my book? Is the book on the other side, friendos? I always forget where it is. Oh, this is sloughing liquid, isn't it? Yeah, you can use this to remove war paint if you've got a war paint on. If you equipped a black hand war paint, for example. Is it here? Oh no, it's this, isn't it? Skull taker knowledge, okay. So I think the book's on the other side, isn't it, peeps? Okay, so this location here in front of this Yog altar, this is what the altars look like for the Yog religion. There can be, where that priest is, that could be a witch doctor alchemist, which is a named tier 4 alchemist. Look at the power of the axe. The cleave from it is so good. So you can also get a Yog named priest from here as well. And I've got to remember to go to the trainers, actually. Don't need these things right now. Who's that? Oh, it's just a broom. Get off my camel. Just like me, he just loves to modify. Did we get... What did we get? An emote? Rare Yog. Did we learn the religion? No, just emotes. Okay. There's a cage here. What are you? I don't think he's going to be any good in this camp, is he? What did the Dafaris give you, friendos? I never bother with these. I like the sound effects and the visuals in here. It's so cool. Does Yog name priests even work even if your religion is different? You know, you have to put a Yog priest on a Yog altar. Otherwise, they're just decorative. They don't do anything. These are agility buffing sandals. Yeah. You can craft this armor. It's actually really nice, the Aquilonian. So there's a DLC called Aquilonian, so not to be confused with that. But like the base game Aquilonian armor is like really lovely. I really like it. It looks like a Roman kind of situation. Is it epic? I think it's epic. I think it's probably in like a group of armors. Where is it? There. This one. It looks super nice. on men and women. This helmet here, there's a sandstorm breathing mask that you can get from the named City, which is one of my favourite legendary pieces of armour because it's a sandstorm breathing mask, but it looks really nice. And it looks exactly like this, basically. So there you go. Although, who doesn't hide the helmet these days? Excellent, excellent. So, we cleared that place out. Shall we find another... Oh yeah, we were going to go to the spider cave, weren't we? Let's go to the spider cave. I don't know if we're going to get the Dregs dungeon done today, friendos, because I'm kind of snacky. Where's Doom, friendo? Come on, buddy. I think I'm right here. I'm so sorry. Somebody move. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, let's go to the other spider cave, where I usually loot a box. See you later. She's like, please don't leave me in the desert heat. You're gonna let me come to your base and provide you with drinks and beverages and stuff. Oh, I missed the book, yes. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Cage on the other side is always a barkeep. We got a barkeep. Can be name crafters or dancers. Yeah, but which what I'm asking is, which faction do you usually get in the Darfari cages? That's what I'm interested in. We got the barkeeper from one of the cages. I'm going to be thrown off my camel now. I drop down here. Could go along, but I think we're all fine. Everybody's fine. No one's hurt. Wonderful. Excellent. Let's get a bit of sated buff. Alright. Let's go to the Buddha Cave with the Demon Spider. Try and get a legendary weapon from there. So our first legendary that we've gotten so far is the Grim Daggers, which are great. Love that. Use daggers loads. Especially early on when I'm fighting spiders. Because the bleed is really handy. Not super good against any bosses that have a lot of armour and aren't susceptible to bleed, obviously. Oh, I missed the little one. So sad when that happens. Everyone should have a cannibal brute in their base. Keeps everyone honest. Yeah. It's like no stealing from the fridge, or I'll get the brute on you. Conan Exiles, but I think Stygian, maybe Black Candle Dogs. Yeah. Don't generally. But generally, I think one faction above or below. Yeah. There is a croc boss here. Should we fight him as well? May as well. Given that our berserker made quick work of the last one. Yeah, I don't usually bother with the lower level cages because I just prefer to solo it. When I kind of got used to fighting solo early game because it was a lot easier to worry just about myself than to worry about my follower. So it's only really when I get the chance to make kind of like heavy armor and things like that, or loot heavy armor these days, that I even bother with having followers. So we're going to do bleed while he does the main tanking and aggro. We're going to make sure he's facing him. Watch out for the tail whip. 1, 2, 3.
Die, outsider! The bright joy of slaying! Your death will be as meaningless as your life!
One of the reasons I hate this fight is solo. Is you end up kind of on the crocodile. It hasn't happened to me yet, but the way they spin, and then the fact that you end up on top of them and stuff like you're skating or something, I just don't enjoy it really. Okay, tail whip. 2 and 3. He's not even getting interrupted. Look at that. Good man. This is why we didn't have any followers on my Barbaric permadeath, because I just, it was just so much more of a challenge. Right, we got another skeleton key. So now we've got 4 skeleton keys. We'll use one in the cave with the spider, but we'll also get another skeleton key because we'll fight the spider boss in there. And then we'll kind of be ready to do the dregs, I think. I'm keeping these water orbs because they're a pain to craft. Let's do a quick reevaluation. I don't need all that. Beautiful. How are you feeling, sir? You like well and stuff? I think he's great. He's living his best life. We're keeping the spell pages. We don't need the dead sorcerer's map. We don't need notes. We're going to keep sorcerer's spell pages for if we use sorcery at some point. Once you learn sorcery, you can make a thaumaturgy bench. Place it in your base. Put the Tome of Karak that you pick up from the when you learnt sorcery in there. Put it in there with sorcerer's spell pages, and you use those spell pages each time you learn a new spell. But we'll get to that. We can go in this way to fight the demon spider boss, but I'm going to go to the other entrance because I think the other entrance is the one where you can walk down. This one you have to like drop down, and you can't climb in dungeons, and this counts as a dungeon. So you can't just like grab on at the end. So we're just gonna like right up to the next one. My Sumerian did an uppercut on this boss and knocked him up on the top of the edge, did he? Dun 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 dun. Do, 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 do. Okay. Charge! Oh no. Oh god, I hate it when that happens. So upsetting. Okay. Now these salamanders, you can harvest these with a cleaver. And these are probably one of the best reasons to choose Careful Harvest. Twice as likely to gather rare resources when harvesting as your second perk in expertise. Because what you want from them is a volatile gland. So use whatever your best tool is. I guess, does it have to be a cleaver? Maybe cleaver is best. I think cleaver and that perk. There you go. I got 3 volatile glands. Okay, I already had some from a chest from the from Spinebreaker's flank. Actually, I assume... Oh, is that the first time he rolled? I feel like it is the first time he's rolled. Someone's going to tell me it isn't, but I feel like that's the first one he's rolled. There we go. Right, into the spider cave. So we're going to fight a demon spider boss. We're also going to loot the chest in here. Get another skeleton key, and then we've got skeleton keys for the Dregs dungeon, which is going to be next stage. There we go, level 33. It's so nice to have someone to take aggro. You can harvest this crystal as well. You just hit it with a pick. Do 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 do. Dun dun dun. Usually use slow fall from the high end of the dungeon. Did you? I never use sorcery because I hate being corrupted, she says, whilst corrupted. Careful Harvest is very handy, yeah, definitely. Oh. So I think there's a snake, like, above us here. Isn't there? Because, sometimes your follower, if you don't know where he is and you hear that sound, there's like a snake above or something. And sometimes they're fighting them. So if you hear that and you don't know where your follower is, kind of like run so that they follow you, basically. Do do do. To the spider. Haha, you missed me, you fool. I haven't mentioned this yet, but your followers, the gear that you equip on them, apart from like arrows, if you put arrows in the inventory, they will consume those. But if you put like armor that you put on them and weapons and things like that, they will not use durability, which is really nice. So if you have a pair of boots and they're about to break, you just put them on your follower and they'll never break on them. And then obviously you can use repair kits, or you can repair it if you have the recipe. But that is a quite nice thing. But if they do have, like, say if his sword, okay, so his sword is actually damaged. So do we have our Nemedian helmet? Where's my friendo? Doom? Team Friendo. He's so willful, this one. I was just taking a quick break. You don't let me pee. Okay. That's how he speaks, by the way. So we're going to put the Nemedian on him because he'll have more armor from it anyway. 143 armor, which is way better than this encumbrance hat. And so when he gets hit by the spider, this is 304.7. This should repair as he takes damage because this is a repairable weapon. There you go. You can do the same thing with tools, but obviously the tool won't help with the spider killing. Here we go. So 304.7 is what we're looking for. He wouldn't have taken any damage there. Okay, so we can also learn the Zath religion down here. This is the trainer. Dun, 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 dun. I don't like fighting this spider really because he corrupts you. He gives you like a wave of corruption. Like, okay, let's learn Nest of Zath. Okay. Oh, he's so creepy. So if you want to, you can run in here, make sure you have enough encumbrance to pick up potentially heavy weapon, and you can just loot the chest and run back out again. So if you fought the spiders at like Skittering Cavern, Spinebreaker's Flank, and you want to like run in here, he likes to be very theatrical. You can loot this. You can loot this chest. This is just a religion. What is it? Oh no, a thing to get crystal, whatever. But that's the chest. So I could probably just stay away from him. Or I could try to contribute like an upstanding member of society. Where's Doom Friendo? You've got to be careful with this corruption stuff because you will get drawn closer to it. It kind of ensnares you a bit and pulls you forwards, and then you get corrupted. I'm just trying to be supportive here. This is a bit like the tick damage you'd get from my daggers. I'm just spamming left click. Like Efficient Harvest, sometimes you get like you don't get a key till hit on the last boss. And 2 keys from... I've never gotten more than 1 key from a boss. You mean skeleton key? I've never gotten more than 1. Efficient Harvest, I think... So Efficient Harvest is really good for, like, building. If you're going to build a big house or you want to get a bunch of iron or, like, star metal or anything like that, Efficient Harvest is super, super handy. But if you want to get, like, gold from obsidian in the volcano, things like that, if you want to get, like, volatile glands, then Careful Harvest is good. Dun, 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 dun. Berserker's doing great. Don't mind his health. Doo-doo. Go on, mate. 2 hits. Nice. Good job. Okay, so let's get some... get our key. This dude. Oh, we got a war axe. Ooh. How is that compared to my star metal one? 40, 44. Yes, but it does have a variable buff. Debuff. Okay, we'll take these. Get our skeleton key. We'll see what we get in our box. Doo-doo. Oh, we got the white blade. So I do quite like this for the Unnamed City because it has Spectre coating already imbued, no, coated, soaked into its blade or whatever. I don't know. So this is quite good because it does add a tick. Spectre coating adds like a tick damage onto undead enemies. So fighting skeletons in the Unnamed City or bosses, just kind of, especially if you have a follower who does loads of damage and you just want to kind of be a supportive person and just apply some kind of debuff to undead enemies, then that's a good one to have. I do like this one. I think it's really good. It looks kind of cool. It looks like the things that the skeletons in the Unnamed City are using. The white blade. There you go. Like that. Good. That's good. So let's get out of here. So we spoke to the trainer, we fought the spider, we got another key, we looted the chest, we got another legendary, and we've got like what, 2? No, that's the jailer's keys. 4 skeleton keys, which should get us through the Dregs dungeon. There's also 2 world bosses in the Dregs dungeon as well, so before we get to the final boss there'll be 2 world bosses, so we can get 2 more skeleton keys on our way through there. It's always nice to have more than you need because you know, I find it really frustrating to run up to a legendary chest and not to be able to get my legendary from it. Hello, Numiton. Does Careful Harvest, Efficient Harvest help with more with farming Ichor? Ichor isn't a rare resource, I don't think. I think efficient Harvest will give you a great, like, a higher yield on the final hit, won't it? Wait, I'm on the wrong... Oh yeah, final hit when harvesting grants twice as many resources, and Careful Harvest is twice as likely to gather rare resources. I don't know if Ichor counts as a rare resource. It's a good question. Maybe someone will know here. I would think just Efficient Harvest would be better, because you get the Ichor on multiple hits, especially if you use a good hatchet, especially with an advanced tool upgrade kit on it. So yeah, I would go with Efficient Harvest for Ichor personally. If you're farming for cookies, do you get twice as many? There are no cookies in this game. You're not allowed cookies. There's no cookies. Safe place from cookie. Now I really want a cookie, actually. Efficient double amount of last hit, yeah. It's rare. You usually get 1 on the early hits. Are you talking about the Ichor there, or are you talking about the volatile? I think you get Ichor, I don't know. I don't know if it's certain, but my instinct is that Efficient Harvest just generally. Usually I would run around with Efficient Harvest, unless I'm trying to get, like, volatile glands specifically, which you do need for sorcery. But I usually get a lot of volatile glands because I like to unfriend the Red Mother in the Unnamed City, because her loot is really fantastic. So I don't worry so much, generally speaking, unless I'm trying to get the volatile glands like really early, which sometimes I am, in which case I want careful situations. There we go. Well, friendos, I think we're going to leave it here for today. We're going to pick up next time. Next time we're going to get we're going to go into the Dregs dungeon and fight all the bosses, yes. I was going to say, what am I trying to say? Fight all the bosses and get as many legendaries as we can. I think we're making nice progress here. Thank you all so much for all the support on the stream. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you follow on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube, I'm on Twitter, TikTok and Blue Sky. This whole series is going up onto the YouTube channel. The first 2 episodes are already edited and up. Day 3 will be up in within a couple of days. And then this one will be up soon as well. So thank you all so much. Make sure you check out my survival playlist on YouTube as well. I've been putting up a lot of like day 1 videos of like new games coming out. If you're kind of interested in that, I would really appreciate if you watch those. And yeah, take care, enjoy your games, have a lovely weekend. I will see you on Monday for some more fun and games. All right, my friends, see you soon. Thank you all so much for the support.